what is up? Welcome to another SaruShow. It's the one time of the week where you guys pick a subject, we talk about it here together, and we try to have a good time. Also, Charm, this way. Charm, today's subject is games that didn't come home from arcade to console. We didn't get, a lot of these games. Alien vs. Predator is one of them. And that's what we're going to talk about. We got 10 answers today. There might be more. Sometimes you guys answer during the show, so let's go ahead and do that. But first, let's go ahead and say hi to everybody who's here. Graphics Gear, welcome in. He says hello, hello. How you doing, Graphics Gear? Matthew Randrick is here as well. The Pope is here to bless the chat. Welcome into the Pope. Taters is here. Welcome a Tater. Enough Dragon, Karate Werewolf, and yeah, I think that's it. Very cool. Welcome in, everybody.
It's funny. This bag looks like it's small, but I just have big hands.
I know.
Look at your
hands. Look at my hands.
I know.
Tiny.
And then look at my hands. That big ass hands.
I have infant hands. Hands of an infant. All right, let's go ahead and get into it, you guys. Let's go ahead and get into it. This Alien vs. Predator was going to be released on 32X. Really? I didn't know that, actually. Wow. How cool would have that been? Man, that would have been so cool. Enough Dragon says you're hired. Who's hired? Me? For tiny hands? You know what they say? Everything looks much, much bigger in tiny hands. Matthew says this stream is brought to you by a red-haired Saru. I know, my hair is like freshly red. Fresh red, brand new hair growing out. Cheetos good, but Whole Foods cheese puffs is to 6. You can't say that, you're a pope. You can't say stuff like that. Alright. Let's go ahead and get into it. So we asked you guys that is not the right question. The question was, what arcade game do you wish would come to home console? Let me see here. I'm also here, but on my TV. Is this stream just on YouTube, not on Twitch? This is Claude. What's up, Claude? Welcome in. Yes, the Saturday show is always on. It's always on YouTube on Saturday. We do like a little discussion show, and thank you for answering the question. I saw you answered the weekly question, which is cool, very cool. But yeah, we've been doing this for like how long, guys? Oh, it's haters.
So charming.
So charming. He wants a Lynn charm. Thank you, Rover, for being the first to get in on the Lynn charm. Alright. I'm surprised they didn't make versions for Steam. I know, you'd think they would have brought it to Steam. Like, what the hell? Why didn't we get a Steam version of Alien vs. Predator? I don't know. Regular says, ¿Qué onda con el Saru? Con el OG Saru with that red hair again. I know. This time it's like red. Last time I didn't do it as red because the color didn't stay in. But I did this time. Saru started his streaming on YouTube. I know, that's right, yeah. So I started on YouTube, and then we moved all of our gaming stuff, because we used to do, like, the game streams and stuff on YouTube. But Twitch was way cooler for streaming games, because we had, like, all the different, like, redeems. And it was just a cooler place to stream. They were less restrictive about streaming, too, you know what I mean? Like, YouTube was pretty restrictive about it. So we decided, you know what, let's keep the Saturday show on YouTube and then move all the gaming streaming on Twitch. Red beard next. More like white beard. Alright, let's get into it. We had asked you guys, what arcade game do you wish would come to home console? Number 1 comes to us from the Pope. The Pope says, on layer for PC-based arcade games, so you can play PC-based arcade games on PC. Honorable mention goes to Senjin Alest. M2 did an amazing job on this game, and it shouldn't be locked to Japanese arcades. It's still Alest, but there's a little bit of cave in there as well. It was this whole reason I downloaded Techno Parrot to begin with. The game that needs a home port, not just because it's locked to Japanese arcades, but because it's probably the best in the series, is Goketsuji Ichizoku Matsuri Senzo Kuyo for Power Instinct 5. Saru it sure it recycled some Matri Melee sprites, but there are a ton of new ones too for characters that didn't return in Matri Melee. There are a bunch of new characters, including 2 old ladies related to Angela, Saizo's cousin in a gas mask, Rin, who is a Sakura to Reiji's Ryu, and who wouldn't look out of place in Power Instinct, a weird old guy, and the demon final boss. It's a complete package, and while it would have been nice to have some groove on fight characters, a home port could always add them in. It's been 16 years and Atlas is in full ignore everything that is in Persona mode, so I doubt we'll see it, but who knows. A lot of arcade games thought to be locked to arcades are getting Steam ports like Demon Blade. It's a strong maybe, says the Pope. Man, alright, there's a lot to unpack in this answer. So, first off, I think what he's saying is because Senjin Aleste is based on PC architecture that... Oh! Russ!
You
Russ is getting so creative with those. Thank you, Russ. I appreciate it. Welcome in. How you doing? How's life in Kumro Games land? In the land of Kumro Games, how is life? What is happening? I need to know. Saru needs to know all the things. Share with me. Nuff Dragon says your red hair gives me PTSD when 2x4 with a nail hit my head one time. Oh no, did your head look like that? Man, I remember. I mean, it's true though. I remember I have like a lump on my head because I never got it fixed. I was supposed to get it stitched up, but I never did. So I have like this weird like fleshy lump on my head that's like a ball. And I got it because, like, me and some friends were, like, wrestling. This was, like, I don't know, wrestling was really big, right? So, like, everyone's like, yeah, you know? And so, I don't know, I would have been, like, 12, maybe. I think it was in 1992. So I was either 12 or 13. And, like, I remember I tried to, like, grab one of my friends and, like, flip him over. And I flipped right into the wall. I was like, bam! And my head just started bleeding everywhere. So I get that. Never been the same since, says Nuff Dragon. Alright, here we go. Let's get back to the answer. The Pope says that Technoparrot is a translation layer for letting you play PC-based games. I meant to say Rin would look out of place in Ark and a Heart. Gotcha. Yeah, I was going to explain because I don't know if people know what Technoparrot is, but Technoparrot basically lets you play like a bunch of, what is it, like Taito F2 and like a bunch of other stuff? For PC? Anything that's PC? Is it anything that's PC architecture that you can play on Technoparrot? I'm not sure. But anyway, it lets you play some of those PC-based arcade games at home. So that's basically what Technoparrot is. Senjin Aleste is the new Aleste game with it's got like 4 girls. It looks really cool. I really wish that had come to something, right? That it come to freaking Switch or anything. Steam? It would have been perfect for Steam. I don't understand why it didn't. Now, the other game he's talking about is Goketsuji Ichizoku Matsuri Senzo Kuyo. Say that 5 times fast. Is the sequel to the Ichizoku. What is it called here? Power Instinct. For the neo-geo, or actually no, it would be the sequel to Bono Kaiho. Actually, Matri Melee is the 3rd game, right? What is it? Power Instinct 2, Goketsuji Ichizoku, whatever the hell the Neo Geo one was called. The one we know is Matri Melee, and then it was Bono Kaiho, and then whatever, Matsuri Senzo. That one is, man, I always wish that one had come to home console too. Such an awesome game. I actually got to play it. They had it years ago at Japan Arcade in Los Angeles, and it was the only place I ever saw it. I haven't even seen it in like Japanese, like actual Japanese arcades, which is kind of weird, right? You think that I would have seen it. We go to Japan every year, sometimes twice a year, so I'm surprised I've never seen it in an actual arcade cabinet in Japan, but for some reason or another, they had it at this Japan arcade in Little Tokyo in Los Angeles. But it's got like the old ladies there are they're based on like Queen Elizabeth or something. The little old ladies. I don't know. It looks cool though. Looks really cool. That Rin character looks awesome as well. All right, let me see. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Kumar Game says, "Yo, doing okay. Been so busy, but finally, I think getting back to normal with workload. Happy Saturday evening, everyone." Says Russ. Thank you for being here, Kumaro Games. If you guys don't know, if you're new to this channel and you guys don't know who Kumaro Games is, they are making a game called Jam Jam and Jelly for PC. Right now, it's arcade only, but it's gonna come to everything. In 2026, it'll come out to Steam, to Switch, to PS4. So if you're into like shoot 'em ups, kind of look those Danmaku games in a cute style, check out Jam Jam and Jelly. Oh, Zone of the Enders with anime, with the movies and TV show being put on Blu-ray by Discotech. I haven't. Is that worth checking out, the Zone of the Enders anime? I've never seen it. I don't know if it's worth the time. I loved Zone of the Enders too. I wasn't really into the first game. The first game was bleh. I thought it was bleh. Let's see here. Matthew is explaining the charm things. If you want to get a charm, you can use Streamlabs or YouTube. Super Chats will work as well. That's right. If you want the charm itself, it's $10 to put your name on the charm. $20 for your name and the charm, or you can wait for it to come to the site. If there are any left over, they will go to sarumaru.com and you can get them there for $14 for just the charm. If you want to wait, you can check out sarumaru.com, SaruMaru, like my channel name, and check out charms if you'd like to. Anyway, I love the anime for Zone of the Enders, says Matthew. It looks cool. I haven't seen it. Alright, here's an answer that's near and dear to my heart. We had asked what arcade games you wish would come to home console. Number 2 comes to us from Screw the Net. Screw the Net says, "We all know Alien vs. Predator, the classic, and one of the all-time best beat-em-ups. Barely got a release on Dreamcast back in the day. Or was it Saturn? I don't think it was anything. But no PlayStation, no PS2 releases. Need that. Also need Crypt Killer, one of the coolest horror shooter games. Needs an upscaling, cleanup, and re-release, as does Carnival, another of the coolest old-school horror gun games. Where are they? And what about the rare Silent Hill shooter game? I have only seen pictures of it or YouTube videos from Japan or random arcades over the years. Never seen it on console. Rawr, be well, Saru Crew, says Screw the Net. Screw the Net. Yeah, I don't think Alien vs. Predator came out on anything, did it? Pretty sure that was arcade only forever, actually. Pretty sure. Otherwise, that's the only reason I included. I did this chart. Oh, Fletcherman! Thank you.
We love Saru's charms.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, let me hit the like it. Thank you. I appreciate that sweet like sugar. That gets you down for a charm as well. Let's see here. Alien vs. Predator was that Euro Capcom arcade stick, but it was poorly optimized in Final Burn. Euro Capcom arcade. Oh, was it on that thing? Does that really count? It's a plug and play, so I guess it's a type of console. But, interesting. I didn't know that, actually. I did not know that. Now Dragon says, oh yeah, that Castlevania would be good. Which one? The one that has erotic violence? Erotic violence Castlevania?
For me, I feel like it has to be ported to someone that is accessible for everybody. You know?
Right, like
like
console,
or
Steam,
something like that.
You know, something that's already available,
Yeah.
kind of thing. There it is. Yeah, that's how I feel. But the Pope says that it was not even good. He says that the emulation was bad on it. Dolphin Blue was kind of ported, not officially though, but that would be cool. Who said Dolphin Blue? Oh, Werewolf says, I'm surprised Dolphin Blue or many other Atomic Wave games never got ported. Yeah, dude, Dolphin Blue is freaking awesome. I have one of those like repros as well. I have a repro of Dolphin Blue, but yeah, I agree with you. I feel like that is a game that would have been awesome to have ported. But I think by the time Dolphin Blue was a thing, the Dreamcast was kind of like already out the door. Well, I mean, not in Japan, right? In Japan, people were still putting out games for it. I mean, we put out a game for it, so like I feel like who was it? Sega Samu? I feel like Sega Sammy had a maybe bad taste in their mouth. Who developed it though? I don't know. You're right. I feel like it could have come home. It could have come home. Can you get down on that so that it goes
Oh
away?
yeah, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I feel like it could have come home. I agree. Sammy, man. Yeah, I feel like that could have come home. Kind of sucks that it didn't. Dolphin Blue was Metal Slug at home, but actually good. Hey, Metal Slug is good. Or do you mean like how people say we got Metal Slug at home and it's like some crap?
You show people your shirt.
Oh yeah, I got a new shirt last week. Right?
Yep.
What's today? Today is Saturday.
Last
Earlier this week.
Earlier this week, yeah.
I got some Sega shirts, which is cool. I got a Saturn one too, which I really like. Alright, moving on. What arcade game do you wish got home console port? Number 3 comes to us from Tito Adol 3, aka Ruben. Ruben says, Sega, enough with this nonsense. Golden Axe, Revenge of Death Adder, lazy bones. Is the original code lost? Okay, I guess we're starting from scratch. Says Tito Adol 3. I mean, maybe they did lose the code. Do you think they lost the code, or maybe they don't give a shit? Maybe they just don't care. What do you guys think Sega did with that? What do you guys think happened with Golden Axe Revenge of Death Adder? What you think Sega was just too lazy to port it? Revenge of Death Adder is on the Astro Mini again. Another one of those. It's like, come on, just put it on Switch or something. Man, again, it's another one of those situations. Add an arcade 1-up. These people, why not bring it to some home console? But hey, I guess, you know, arcade 1-up is kind of a cool option if you have that arcade 1-up that has it.
Would that still be considered arcade though?
I mean, yeah, kind of, right? Like mini arcade.
Yeah, isn't that like not really a console?
That's true. Yeah, that's still kind of in the arcade.
Yeah, so
kind of in the arcade category. Though the Astro City has kind of like, because that's like a tabletop thing. That could kind of be considered like a console, right? It's got HDMI out and stuff. So the Astro Mini is kind of console-y. It almost counts.
Well, maybe you can connect MAME to a HDMI and shit, put on TV. So I don't know. It's just me.
Yeah. I meant officially. The only way to play Golden Axe Revenge of Death Adder is to have it on the Astro Mini. Yeah, the Astro City Mini looked cool. I wanted to get one. I got burnt out on getting those from the Neo-Geo Mini.
Yeah.
The Neo-Geo Mini was fucking terrible, I felt. And then, like, just too many mini consoles. You know, I've got the Mega Drive Mini, the SNES Mini, we have the Famicom Mini,
the
the Mini, Neo Geo Mini, These Nuts Mini, all the Mini. But anyway, it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, I kind of got burnt out on it. PlayStation Mini, which I also have. I've never even touched it. You know what I use the PlayStation Mini for? The controllers.
Yeah, I don't know where it is.
I've never actually used the PlayStation Mini as a console. Not one time. Not one time have I used the PlayStation Mini at all. Which I hear is actually pretty good now. It's a mod. People are modding it and doing some amazing things with it, which is kind of cool. But I haven't used it. I got both Astro City Minis, but missed out on the Egret. Oh, man. Border Down, a Naomi game would be awesome. I had Border Down for the DC that I got from Play Asia back in 2010. I bought it for like $40. And then I saw that it went up to like $80 something, and I was like, I'm gonna flip it. It's worth way more now. But it hit like $80 something, and I flipped it immediately. Man, in retrospect, I should have kept it. Should have kept it. All right, we're doing the entries for Gachapon. If you want to be entered into the Gachapon, it is free. You just have to press 1. If you are in the continental U.S., we do the Gachapon prize for you. And if you're outside of the U.S., we do a Saru Care Package, which includes holographic stickers, magnets, round stickers, Kiss Cut stickers, vinyl stickers, all the different stickers. You get like 4 stickers. You get to pick which stickers and magnets and holographic you want. Oh! Wow! Look at that!
Lynn Charm for myself and Randrick.
Very cool. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Matthew, you were so nice. And he even threw in shipping too. Look at that, Matthew. Thank you. You're awesome. Look at that, Randrick. Very cool. Thank you. Thank you, Matthew. So generous. So generous, sir. Alright, there we go. We got people entering. Enter. Enter, my children. If you are part of the Saru Crew Elite on Patreon, your name is already there. You don't have to do it. So, all of my Elite peeps, your names are already in there. But, yeah. If not, just hit 1. You don't have to be part of my Patreon to be in it. You just gotta hit 1 so we know that you want to be in it. We always automatically enter our VIPs because they get boxes from us anyway, so they automatically get entered.
Yeah.
But everyone else, we ask for you to press 1 because we're not going to enter a bunch of people who don't even want to be part of it. You know what I mean? So it just makes sense. Whoever says 2.38465871 8675309. All right, here we go. Next one comes to us from Wreck-It Renz. We had asked what arcade game you wish came to home consoles. Wreck-It Renz says, ¿Qué onda, Saru? Pues mira, I feel like most of the games I enjoyed in the arcade have eventually made their way to consoles. If I truly think about it though, I would like the new light gun games that are out there, and perhaps one of the, or more of the Wangan Midnight and Initial D games. P.S. Give me some of those new rhythm games like Waka. Dude, I love Waka. Dude, Waka is so cool. It's so funny. I started playing Waka because they had a song by a group called Group Eno called Dolphin Therapy, which is a weird freaking song. And I heard it in the distance. I was like, is that freaking Dolphin Therapy? And I went over to the machine. I was like, dude, this game is awesome. Awesome game. I love it. I love Waka. It's super cool. Sadly, the new versions took that song out, though, which I really dislike. But very cool game. I really like Waka. It's awesome. I'm fairly new to Waka, but yeah, I like it a lot. Dude, it's such a cool rhythm game. We have them here at the round ones, and we have a bunch of them here, actually, here in Vegas.
We should go to round 1 again.
Yeah, we should go to round 1 again. Yeah, Vegas has a bunch of...
Let's go right now.
Let's go right now. Live stream for round 1. Let's go. Just kidding. But, very cool answer. I love that one. Wangan Midnight and Initial D games. That's true. There's a lot of those that never got any console ports, right? Because there's so many of them. There's several different versions of both of those games. Yeah, Waka is cool, though. Matthew says, you can also pre-order Nyanja, Saru's new game. Think of Bubble Bobble and Snow Bros for the PC Engine. at sarumaru.com. Yes, we are making a new game. The game is being put together by Tater Pants, music by Sergio Elizondo, and created
The best potato.
and it's illustrated by moi and a potato called the Nyanja. Progress is moving pretty steadily. I think Rover is almost done with last boss stuff, and we just gotta put in some more story stuff and finish up some more last world stuff, and we're almost there, you guys. We're almost there.
And
Randrix
testing.
and yes, and we gotta do some testing. Randrix Nyanja is awesome. Can't wait to get my collector's editions. Is Randrick. Randrick, thank you for the support, and anyone who backed it. You guys are awesome. Which is pretty much like most of you in the chat have backed it. Thank you guys for backing our game. You guys are awesome. Capybara, I don't know. Decapybara. That's cute. Let's see here. It was also to be available on PC for those who don't have a PC Engine or a way to play PC Engine digital files. That's right. You can play it. It'll be available on STEM or itch. If you don't want to, you can do DRM free purchase of it on itch.io as well. So yeah, that's the whole thing. Wangan series because music is done by Yuzo Koshiro. Does he? How much of the music in that does he do for Wangan? Oh yeah. All right. Moving on. We'd ask you guys, what arcade game do you wish would come to home console? Number 5 comes to us from JT. JT says, my choice would be Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Dude, why don't we have a port of that on any consoles or arcade archives or anything like that? That would be dope. Or do we? Does anyone know if we have like Steam? Was it on that like Capcom Arcade or anything? Because I'm not sure. I haven't researched that one, so I don't know. As far as I know,
I don't think so.
As far as I know, I don't think I've seen it ported anywhere. Matthew says my AC gave out on Saturday. Oh no!
Oh, no.
How hot is it? I hope you're okay. How are you staying cool? Get in the. Go watch SaruShow from the tub.
Freezer.
Fill it from the freezer. Fill it with cold water. Damn, that sucks. Oh no, has anyone come out to look at it yet, Matthew? Hopefully everything is okay. Man, as you know, we know how tough it is not to have AC. So hopefully that gets fixed sooner than later, Matthew. Man. Let me know if anyone has come out to look at it. You can come to Saru's house. Come to Saru and Panda's house. You can stay cool here. We'll feed you. The Pope says Cadillacs and Dinosaurs was kind of ported to the Genesis by some fan programmers, but far from official and very, very incomplete. Interesting. Kind of like what else? Someone else. What other things were? Someone was doing that. Real bout for Genesis was kind of awesome looking, actually. It looked pretty cool. I'm getting a new unit on Wednesday, hopefully. What's today? Saturday? Oh man. Are you gonna go anywhere to stay cool? Or like how hot is it where you're at? Is it like super hot? Alright. Let's do Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Hopefully Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Alright, let's do.
Matthew says, luckily I have a basement, so basements are cooler than upper floors.
Oh, good. Yeah, if you're, are you hanging out in the basement? Do you have a setup in your basement, like a couch and TV and stuff? A computer? Do you have a setup down there? Yeah, because if you're in a basement, you can probably just get like a small little cooling unit.
Swamp cooler.
Yeah, like a swamp cooler. I don't know if you have a vent there. Maybe you can do like a portable AC unit. We got our portable AC unit at Walmart, and it worked great. Yep, all my stuff is in the basement. Oh, okay, so you're already here. You're already there. Very cool. Okay. Very cool. Hopefully, you can stay cool enough till Wednesday when they replace your unit. I wish you the best of luck with that, because I know how that is. I know how that is. The Pope says there are a bunch of Genesis ports coming. R-Type, Final Fight, and Windjammers. I saw that Windjammers port. Oh man, I haven't even opened that Evercade one. I completely forgot I had it. We need to do another. When is our next one? We need to do Evercade night. I didn't even know this was in here. I still haven't opened it. I still have my Windjammers and Karnov and Friends. Karnov and Friends. There's Karnov. Windjimmies. We can do some Windjimmies and Karnov and Friends. My Saturday morning cartoon buddies drool all over that Cadillac and Dino chick. She's a cool character. The game is cool, man. It's a cool game. It's a cool game. I have Cadillac and Dinosaurs cartoon on DVD.
I saw that.
It says Matthew. Yeah, I'm sad that we didn't get it on anything. Cha. Karnov and Friends. Alright. Moving on, we had asked you guys, or is it time for Gatchamon? I mean, we have a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. We're just cleaning it out.
Nice. We got some more answers. We'll do one more, and then we do Gatchamon.
Yeah.
6 is the halfway point, I think. Right? Let's see.
We got 15.
Oh, we got 15. Okay.
So maybe at the 8, 7.
Yeah, 7 or 8. Alright. Moving on. Anyone got Gradius Origins? Oh, I want to get it. But I got so much stuff to play right now, because I need to go back. I want to go back and play some more Stellar Blade. Dude, Stellar Blade is pretty dope. I like it. I feel like I don't know if I'll go back to Nier Automata. I feel like Stellar Blade is all of the fun stuff from those games, right? Just in a more straightforward package. I don't know. Give me 1 second. Oh shit, they have a Gradius Origins. Wait, what? And Night Strikers. Is that the new M2? The new M2 Night Strikers? That's kind of cool, actually. That's pretty rad. Oh yeah, it is. I guess they do it in a collection. And Night Striker. I love these like super scalar games. They're so cool. We were talking about Jesse really likes the Jurassic Park arcade game.
Yes.
Dude, that was an awesome super scalar game. I felt like out of like all those super scalar games at that time, I feel like that one was like very intense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're running from stuff. It was cool.
I loved it. I beat it at Chuck E. Cheese like the whole game.
Did you?
Yeah.
By yourself?
No. It's funny because there was some kids would come and they would, because I would play it and they'd be like, oh, they'll come and play in the quarter and we'll both be playing.
Oh, that's cool.
I felt like it was magical because they'll only have one coin and someone will leave and someone will jump in and
that was the fun thing about arcades that is sorely missed nowadays, right? I felt like arcade games like that had a sense of community, right? Like sometimes people would join into your beat 'em up game because they want to see you beat it or whatever.
Also, there was a kid that I didn't have any coins, right? And I was playing it, and he's like, here. And he gave me like a ton of them. He's like, we're going to beat it. Like, we're going to beat it together. I was like,
That's
so cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, I feel like those experiences are a thing of the past, sadly.
Yeah, you can't experience something like that anymore. Where it's like, hey, you want to help me beat this game? I have all these coins. We can get to the last stage, and I thought it was pretty cool.
Right, it's just Nier Automata is a much better game than Stellar Blade, especially the story. Nier Automata is a trip and a half. No, it's a cool game. Matthew actually he got me Nier Automata. I just haven't gone back to it, but I don't know. I think maybe it's for so. Let me rephrase that. So because I stream, I feel like Stellar Blade is a more stream-friendly game because it doesn't have a ton of story bits. But I don't know. I just feel like it'll probably be easier for me to finish Stellar Blade on stream than it will be Nier Automata. Maybe someday I'll come back to it. But we'll see, I guess. Let's see. They're talking about arcade stuff. M2. Yeah, dude, M2 is doing crazy work. I was not a fan of Stellar Blade, but I know a lot of people liked it. So far, I like it. I like it. But maybe I'm just more simple like that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm more simple-minded sometimes when it comes to games. Stellar Blade is fun stream game. Nier Automata is college philosophy course. That's what I'm saying. I feel like Nier Automata is maybe not super stream friendly. Or I could just be talking out of my ass. I don't know. But I feel the same way with that. Stellar Blade is on my PS5 wish list. Yeah, Matthew just got it for me on Steam, and from what I played of it, so far I like it. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. All right, moving on. We'd ask you guys, what arcade game do you wish would come to home console? Number 6 comes to us from I'm Borderline. I'm Borderline says the first game that comes to mind immediately is Riding Fight. Released on the Taito F3 platform in 1992. It's an amazing beat-em-up that scrolls Space Harrier style. You're on a hoverboard just kicking ass and taking names. Would have made for a killer Saturn launch title. Another honorable mention would be Batrider. Yeah, that is on one of those mini arcade consoles, but honestly, I don't count those as home consoles. It would have had to be on the Saturn, and it would have been a very late release since the original B version of the game came out of February of 1998. It could have been on PlayStation, but it would have really shined on the Saturn, and it really fit the vibe of the shmup offerings in its library. If it were released, it'd still be expensive now, as Elevator Action Returns and Hyper Duel combined. The game is too damn good and really deserved a console port of some sort at the time, says I'm Borderline. Damn, Riding Fight, that's kind of a deep cut. I feel like that's a game that that never gets talked about. Actually, it's kind of weird. Like, I mean, it's cool, but like the way, like, it's not weird. It's an unconventional beat 'em up. But yeah, it looks cool. I am surprised that Batrider didn't get a Saturn release either. Interesting. I'm surprised that has Batrider come out on anything else? That is surprising, actually. We need Hyper Duel on modern consoles, says Randrick. I agree. I think Hyper Duel needs to get a release on something. The Pope says Riding Fight isn't on any title collection or arcade archives to my knowledge. Batrider runs well on the Astro City Mini V. A ton of games on it have input lag, but Batrider doesn't. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, and Borderline was saying that he doesn't really count the minis as a console. I don't count them as consoles either, but I guess if you wanted to split hairs, the thing can sit on your desk and connect it to HDMI, and I guess it's kind of a console. But like, I agree with the sentiment that it's technically not a console, a home console, at least not a conventional home console as we know them. All right, let's do one more, and then we'll do the Gachapon. Number 7 comes to us from Babbling Nerd, aka Mackenzie. Says, I would love to see Capcom do another fighting game collection that would include Tatsunoko vs. Capcom Ultimate Fighting Stars, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, and Alien vs. Predator. All three of those games are amazing games. I used to have a copy of Tatsunoko vs. Capcom for the Nintendo Wii back in the day before the disc unfortunately got scratched. So playing that game again on modern portable system like Nintendo Switch would be badass, along with all of the fighting collections I have on Switch. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, Alien vs. Predator would be the icing on the cake. Now that Fox is owned by Disney and Capcom has done a Marvel vs. Capcom collection, I think it's possible they could get a deal done on Alien vs. Predator to get a re-release. Here's to hoping. Fingers crossed, says Mackenzie. Interesting. Yeah, Tatsunoko vs. Capcom on the Wii. I'm surprised that is still only stuck on the Wii. I mean, not really console related, but Alien vs. Predator for sure would be cool on a collection like that, especially since we got the Punisher on that second collection, right? What was it on that was it on the second collection or was it the first one? First, I don't remember. And whatever. Anyway, we got Punisher, the beat 'em up for Punisher on one of those collections. So maybe we might see a freaking whatchamacallit. Maybe we might see Alien vs. Predator as one of those like random bonus games that we get. I understand why Punisher, because is Punisher Marvel?
Yeah, I think yeah.
So I get why Punisher was an easy choice, right? Because it's already a Marvel game. So I get it. But it would have been cool. The Capcom licensing Nightmare Fighting Collection. This is the Pope. That's the thing, yeah. It's like licensing, right, would be such a problem, I think, to try to get Alien vs. Predator. But I mean, they got it on that like weird like Euro thing. You think that they would have taken advantage of that time and licensed it on something else. I wonder why it was licensed on that thing and not on anything else. Like, why would you bother paying for the license for something, right? Like, you're already paying for the license to get it on this thing. Why wouldn't you just pay the license to get it on this other thing? Makes no sense to me. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. The Pope says Riding Fight isn't on any title collection or arcade. Okay, I already read that. Let's see here. I mean, you're not wrong about it being Steam friendly. Automata is much more enjoyable alone, I think. I'm definitely I think I'm gonna play. I'm gonna finish Nier Automata on the Steam Deck, probably. Just play it on my own at some point, because I did like it. I did like the game, but I don't think it's a stream friendly game for sure. All right, moving on. Oh wait, we're gonna do Gachapon?
Yeah.
Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left. Cool. Yeah, we still have 8 left. So yeah, I guess we can do Gachapon. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do Gachapon. If you entered the Gachapon, we're gonna go ahead and do it now. Entering Gachapon is completely free. If you are in the continental U.S., you get an actual Gachapon. If you are outside of the U.S., we send you a care package with lots of little things that you can pick up. We have a sheet of stuff that you can pick from, all kinds of game-related things that we will stick in an envelope and send to you. But anyhow, anyone can enter. Anyone can enter. It is completely free. Wow! A lot of people. Those are all the people. Many will enter. Only one will win. I think the Platinum team that did Nier Automata is doing Ninja Gaiden 4, says the Pope. Interesting. I want to play some more Ninja Gaiden. I used to have, which one was it? Ninja Gaiden Sigma, Black, plus Alpha, Uncut, or whatever it's called, BBC. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. These are all the people that entered, along with all of the people who are in the chat who are Saru Crew Elite. If you're Saru Crew Elite and you are in the chat today, you get automatically entered in the wheel. But otherwise, these are all the people who won. So we got a lot of people to enter. How do we enter? All you have to do is press 1 to enter. And if you win, we reach out to you in whatever way. in whatever ways. But anyhow, yeah, so if you want to enter, you still can. There you go. Alright. He will officially be the last entry.
Boom.
There we go. Alright. Karate Wolf, last entry. You guys. Thank you. Alright, here we go, you guys. We're going to shuffle it 3 times. There we are. There are all the names. Damn, a lot of people this time.
Yeah, well, we added the people from Elite and...
I know.
Yeah.
But we... Oh, all the people?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Sorry, I thought for some reason...
We're doing that this month. Where everyone who was in Elite and Panda Box, they get to be entered.
Okay. Alright, so everyone who has a box here on Patreon is automatically entered
Just this
for
month.
this month. Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool with me. Alright, here we go, you guys. Good luck, everybody. A lot of people. And remember, when you answer the weekly question, we put you in a drawing as well. You can still answer the question. You just gotta do it soon. Sweet Like Sugar! I think Sweet Like Sugar is in the chat.
She is.
Sweet Like Sugar.
Pick a number, Sweet Like Sugar.
Sweet Like Sugar is the winner.
There's
Pick
Meow Meows in there.
Number. Pick a number. There is Meow Meows in there. New Meow Meows. New Meow Meows when we went to the Gachapon. Rigged! Says Sweet Like Sugar. Alright. It's kind of looking low on balls, is it?
Yeah.
Or is it missing balls?
Oh, let me get the things out.
Balls, 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 balls. Lots of balls.
Where
So
else is the camera?
many balls. I don't know. I didn't do anything. I don't have access to it. That's all you, boy. That's all you, baby boy. Sweet's rigged it with cats.
She picked 3.
Alright. 3. Alright, so she's in the SaruPro Elite. Basically, the way it works is your prize is a corresponding number, but people who are members of the Elite can pick any of the regular Gachapon they want. But the number still has to correspond to the big prize. Alright, ball number 1. Oh my god.
Sweet Sugar says, if I win a new AC, please send to Matthew.
There we go. Alright, ball number 1 is a pin set of, who is this? Oh, it's upside down. Jeffrey and, what is his name? Is his name Kage? From Virtua Fighter? Ball number 1. Ball number 2!
I might pick this one.
Ball number 2. This is one of those balls.
Do you want me
There you go. Oh, that's so cute! What is this? Ball number 2 is this.
That is cute.
This Derpy Dragon Gachapon. That is cute. There's a bunch of different ones. Oh, look at this blue one. I want this blue one.
Alright, here's yours.
Look how cute that is. Alright, that's ball number 2.
Well,
Alright.
not yours, but like...
Ball number 3. Ball number 3 is the gay guy from Dragon Ball. Alright. Ball number 4.
Here's ball number 4.
Here's ball number 4. She has 2. Ball number 4 is Vegeta from Dragon Ball Daima. And then she is a member of the SaruPro Elite, so she gets 2 bonus balls. Bonus ball number 1. Bonus ball number 1. Some of these have 2 latches, some of them have 3. Is Taiko no Tatsujin tape.
The drums.
Taiko drum tape. And then bonus ball number 2.
All the meows are probably still in there.
Bonus ball number 2 is a meow! Oh, it's gonna be pretty obvious. I'd be surprised.
Oh, there it is. There's the meow.
And bonus ball number 2 is this a meow with the Fisher cap.
Pull back just a tiny bit.
This meow. Alright, sweets. Since these are all regular Gachapon prizes and you are a member of the SaruPro Elite, you can pick any one of these. Any one that I pick meow meow. Of course. He is very cute though. It is a very cute meow meow.
Show me this one.
It is a very cute meow meow. Way to go. Way to go, you're fired, you're fired. What is this? There's like a little... Nope.
It's like a dog.
It's like a sushi pug. Pugly? Is that what it says? Pugly? Ex Kuna Sushi. I don't know what Pugly is. I need to come up with like a stupid cute character that I can market like this, like Pugly or Pusheen or. I'm gonna call. It'll be a cat, and his name will be. His name will be Poussoir. All right, let's put all this stuff away. By the way, anyone, if you are interested in checking out my Patreon, it's just patreon.com/Sarumaru, like my channel name. You could actually join our Patreon for free. We do like digital goods giveaways as well, which are completely free to everyone. If you are a member for as little as $1, you can join our Discord, which is private. We have a print club where we send out prints every quarter, and the prints are themed. You guys pick the theme. We do voting on them. Like this one was for a Castlevania theme. We did like Street Fighter. Like we did a Street Fighter theme. You guys vote on them, and I send you our prints. Every quarter we send out 3 prints, a letter, and a sticker for as little as $5 a month. We are the Patreon that gives back.
Thank you, Matthew.
How many of you guys are on Patreon? And do you guys get any physical stuff? I'm always curious if other Patreons give you physical stuff, or is it just the content that you get, which is fine, right? Like content is work. But are you guys part of any Patreons that do physical rewards? We have been doing physical rewards on our Patreon for the last 6 years now, I think, right?
Yeah.
5 or 6 years?
6 years.
6 years, that's right. We were last year, I remember, last year we did the 5 years of Patreon. So we are in our 6th year of physical goods on Patreon, the Saru Print Club. And you guys vote on the artwork. You guys get art, you get stickers. All kinds of cool stuff for as little as $5. Or you can join our Discord for as little as $1. It's up to you, but it's a way to help us out, and it's also something you guys get something back. It's not just like give me money, but you guys also get stuff back. So it's a mutually beneficial thing. Matthew says also, if you get a box from Saru Patreon, then you can get gachapons from their trips to Japan, as well as Japanese Kit Kats, Japanese games. Yes, that is true. If you are on any of our box tiers, whether it's Panda Box or the Saru Crew Elite, Panda Box is $10 a month. You get snacks every quarter. Usually it'll be like a country theme, treats from Japan, stuff from Korea. This next one is flavors of Southeast Asia. So we're going to have like a bunch of different Southeast Asian things in this next Panda Box. You can join that for as little as $10 if you don't want like art and stuff and you'd rather get food and snacks. You can do it that way. And we always throw in a little extra anyway. We throw in like a sticker or something a little extra for that $10 a month on top of all the snacks that you get as well. But for $20, you get the 3 prints, you get the letter, you get the sticker, you get a magnet, you get an acrylic charm or a pin set, any other extra stuff we throw in there. We also do like bonus things that we throw in for the people who are part of the Elite. Everyone gets a free gachapon in Japan. We do these gachapon lives. We are going to Japan soon, by the way, so if you guys are interested in joining the Saru Crew Elite, you should probably do it soon. The cutoff for new Elite people for the free Japan stuff is the end of this month.
Yep.
End of this month is the cutoff for anyone who wants to be a part of the Saru Crew Elite on Patreon and join in on the Japan stuff, the free gachapons, the hunts, all of the extra snacks that you get.
We also, for Gachapon 2, if you have a box, and if you're an Elite, then you can send us money, and we can, if you want like the whole thing or the whole collection, we can look.
Right, so if you are a member of the Saru Crew Elite and you want to keep buying gachapon, you get your first one for free. If you want to keep buying them, you just keep buying them. We'll put them in your box and send them to you. Some people are like, oh, I need this whole collection of this gachapon, right? We've had people do it like Mark Dell, Matthew Super Boo, Tsunami Sam. Remember what we did for Tsunami Sam? And basically what we will do is we will get them until we get them all, As long as you guys are paying for those gachapons, we will stick them in your box, and it's free shipping. Also, you can buy games in Japan at cost, and we will throw them into your box, and the shipping is free of charge. So you're basically buying a game at whatever the Japan price is. You know, so if we're in Japan and you want a game and that game is 6,000 yen, you will get it for that 6,000 yen, and we will throw it in your box. But I'm reiterating all this stuff. Sorry to sound like a huge infomercial, but the reason I'm doing so is because the cutoff for the Japan stuff is at the end of this month. So if you guys want to join the SaruPro Elite, or if you were a past member of the SaruPro Elite and you want to rejoin it, the end of this month is the cutoff for that. Azumanga Puzzle Dio, it was on the Naomi and it's not being ported. It's on Dreamcast. Not being ported to Dreamcast is why it failed. Dude, I've never played that one. It looks so cool. What arcade architecture was that? Probably some like some title one, huh? I forgot about that game. Oh, Matthew! Thank you! Matthew with the 5 gift memberships. Thank you, Matthew. Matthew is making it possible for everyone to watch the bonus content. We have a bunch of like behind the scenes content for members, things that didn't fit in the channel, or like we'll do like our random like food vlogs, or like we'll go to random Asian store and we do like members only stuff. That's behind the level 1 members only stuff on YouTube. So if you get gifted a membership to that, you have access to that stuff as well, which is very cool. Thank you, Matthew, for spreading that love. Very awesome.
Behind
very,
the
very
scenes
cool.
stuff
Yeah.
You don't see anywhere else.
Yep, behind the
Our
scenes
lives.
stuff. Yeah, pretty much a peek into our lives. You know, we'll go places, we'll do things. We recently uploaded when we went to the cruise. Just a bunch of random stuff. If you guys want to get to know more about Saru and the Panda, you can do so that way. But anyhow, all right, let's move on. That was enough about Patreon and channel memberships. Oh my gosh, Rower! Tater Pants gifting the 5 Saru. Whoa! Thank you, Taters. Such a generous Taters. Thank you, Tater, Potater. Has gifted a sub to Hat Dude, to Curdle Harry, to Twisted71, to the King of Hades, and to Nam Omar. Thank you, Taters. And Matthew gifted a sub to Sticks from level 857, to Brandon Wallace, to Richard Davis, to Wendy Lynn, and to Go Ducks Go.
And I think Kimberly will subscribe too.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, very cool. Oh, karate. Oh, is this a separate thing?
Yeah, separate thing. Yeah, when it's green, it's separate.
Karate Wolf, thank you for the level 1 for joining the Saru Emoji Club. Oh, by the way, and yes, you can now use little emojis. Here are our Ninja Cat duo, Nyanmaru and Nekomi, for our newest game. All of the emotes. Some PC Engine related emotes, some FX Unit Yuki related emotes. All of the emotes. Now Dragon says, I would upgrade, but the government barely got my first doc appointment since I applied last June. Also, we got a pay cut, says Nuff Dragon. Oh, well, dude, Nuff Dragon, thank you for the support. Thank you for still supporting us, actually. So I appreciate. I don't. Any way you guys support, it doesn't even, whether you guys are on, oh, whoa, holy cow, all the gift subs, thank you to Karate Werewolf, thank you, holy cow, he's gifted us up to Pons Cremator, to Jet Retro, to Olafon, to Phantom Harlock, to Joshua Couture, thank you, and Twisted is here. What's up, Twisted? How you doing, brother man? Hi, dude, Twisted is awesome, alright? Let me tell you about Twisted. We were at SoCal Retro Gaming, and, dude, he made sure we got places. Let me just say that. Let me just put it that way. He made sure we got...
He was a lifesaver.
Yeah, dude, he was a lifesaver. A huge time saver.
Huge time saver,
you know, especially because we were, like, we were on such a tight schedule that morning, remember? We were, like, we had to, like, move And dude, Twisted, I appreciate it. You are awesome. And hopefully I get to see you next year if SoCal does an indie games spot. I am down to come and showcase our games. I will bring the setup for FX Unit Yuki and the Nyanja. Dude, it would be awesome. So hopefully they do. I'm gonna send them an email just to nudge them and see, hey, you guys gonna do any indie gamer spots? You know, kind of like, you know how Retropalooza does them? If you guys know, Retropalooza does like indie spots for like 100 and something, right? And it's like, that's doable, you know what I mean? Like, I would totally, it would be something for them to consider, you know, give like cheap indie spots in a hallway to a bunch of like indie folks. Dude, that would be awesome. You know, puts a little extra in everyone's pockets. You know, it'll be cool. It would be cool. I would love to do that. Yes, definitely hit up Riff. Yeah, I gotta send him an email. He said to wait like 4 months. It's been about that long, probably. He's like, just send us an email through like 3 or 4 months. But yeah, I'll send him an email. That'll be cool. I hope they do. Thank you guys for all of the gift subs, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. To Karate Wolf, to Taters, the best Tater, by the way. If you guys are new, Tater is the programmer to our lovely FX Unit Yuki, and to our new Ninja Duo game. Oh, there's one right here. There we go. FX Unit Yuki, if you guys don't know FX Unit Yuki, it's on the PC Engine. We only have like 3 copies left for the PC Engine. So if you didn't get one for the PC Engine, this might be your last chance to get it for the PC Engine. But anyhow, he is the programmer of this game. I created it, did the artwork. Rover made all of my pretty artwork move and do things. Rover's the person that makes all my creations move around and do stuff. So, he is the guy behind that. Very cool. Twisted says, I always got you, fam. Yes, definitely hit up Riff. He's in Utah at the moment at the Game Expo there. And Twisted says, I own that on everything. Yes, Twisted is an FX Unit Yuki super fan. He's got it on all the things. Thank you, thank you.
I think he's the only one that owns it, the box. I think you're the only one that signed his box.
Oh, did I sign your box?
I think he did, yeah. I think he did.
I did, right?
At the convention.
I don't remember. I think I did. Was it? I know I signed something. Was it the box that I signed?
Was it the box?
I think it was the inlay.
Inlay.
For the Genesis, right? I signed the insert. Genesis insert. I played Yuki for the first time right before the stream. Says Colin. Thank you. Do you want me to call you by your Twitch name, or do you want me to call you You signed the box also. Okay, so he was right. Yeah. See, I'm old. I don't remember things.
I'm old. I know.
I'm old.
I remember everything.
I don't remember. He remembers.
I'm an elephant.
He is. He's an elephant. Never forgets. All right, let's get back to our weekly question. Gachapon was fun. We still have one more giveaway, by the way, you guys. When you guys answer this question every week, on the weeks that we do SaruShow, next week we're doing VGST. Are we doing VGST next week? All right. Next Saturday is Video Game Show and Tell Live, so there's no question next Saturday. It's basically us just going through our collection of stuff. Next week is Panda's collection of Legend of Zelda stuff. So he's going to go through and show you all of his Legend of Zelda collection. Then the next week after that, we return back to SaruShow and we will have a question. So next week, we're doing a VGST. I want to do one VGST every month. We're kind of behind on VGST though, so we might do VGST next Saturday, then SaruShow, and then we might do another VGST afterwards, just because we're kind of behind on VGST. So we're gonna do one. We were trying to catch up, and then our AC broke.
I had everything.
Everything was on the table already.
On the members only, you see all the stuff.
Yeah, if you guys are members only, you guys can see that all that stuff was ready to go, and then our AC broke. We couldn't be up here because the upstairs of our house was like 1,000,000 degrees. It was so freaking hot. I mean, who needs AC? Right?
It's Zelda Show and Tell.
Zelda Show and Tell, that's right. The Pope says VGST the day after my birthday. Oh, nice.
Who said that?
The Pope.
The Pope.
Next week. Sorry. Is the Pope's birthday. We need a potato hunting team to hunt down the voice actors. Says Matthew. Let's see here. Yep. Just waiting on the voices, then it will be out. So we're only waiting now on Nobuyuki's voice. The guy who voiced Nobuyuki is also voicing Nyan Maru. And he got me his Nyan Maru lines first. Which is cool though. He does a really cute Nyan Maru. I'm surprised at this guy's cute range, right? Like his Nobuyuki voice is like straightforward. Because, you know, Nobuyuki is kind of serious. You know, just a little frill around the edges. But, you know, he's, for the most part, kind of serious. Everyone hit that like on this stream or I eat your cat. Nom nom. Meow meow meow. It's delicious. Yes, hit that like button, you guys. It does help us out. If you haven't, I always forget. You guys are good about telling me to hit the like button. I always forget. But it helps us greatly if you do, because YouTube, you know, then it shows it to other people. So hopefully more people can see it. What do we have here? Like 15 people right now?
20 people.
20 people. Okay. Not bad. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Attack of the Killer Taters. Alright, moving on. We asked you guys, what arcade game do you wish had come to home consoles? Number 8 comes to us from Red 7. Red 7 says, that's become a much more difficult question to answer in recent times, since we have finally been spoilt with companies releasing arcade games in either Evercade carts or in the Nintendo eShop. I think Alien vs. Predator and Cadillacs and Dinosaurs had been done by Capcom, and Toaplan did Dogyun. And I think Data East have done Boogie Wings or about to. I'm not going for the Konami Brawlers as they got a lot of love already. But I am going to choose the subtle style fighters. I have spent a lot of time on Akatsuki Blitzkampf and Ein's Perfect. And this series definitely deserves to be on home consoles, and they deserve more love. Honorable mention goes to Demon's Bride, which Examu should have released. Interesting. I'm not sure. What is Demon's Bride? Examu did the Melty Blood arcade port, didn't they? I believe. By the way, Akatsuki Blitzkampf, yeah, that one didn't come to home consoles, but it did have an interesting start, actually. Akatsuki Blitzkampf started as a dojin game on PC back in 2001 or 2002. I don't remember. I remember playing the early demo. This was back in like my heavy dojin game days, and I believe it came out in like 2001 or 2002. I don't know. Someone might correct me. But yeah, it got its start as one of those like dojin games, and then it got released for arcade, and then it had a very big arcade fighting game following. But that would have been totally cool to come out for consoles. Actually, the main character, Akatsuki, is in the game Under Night in Birth. So if you've played Under Night in Birth by developer France Pan, or French Bread, who is the developer for the Melty Blood series. They were once upon a time known as Watanabe Seisakujo. They did like Glove on Fight, Melty Blood, Queen of Heart, 98, 99, 2001 Party's Breaker. They did a ton of stuff back in those days. But anyhow, very cool answer. I really like that answer. And Akatsuki is a character in one of those in Under Night in Birth as well. So if you played Under Night in Birth, you might have seen the main character. The Pope says, I was going to mention Akatsuki PC Origin, but Saru beat me to it. A few Akatsuki characters are in BlazBlue Tag, including the tank. Really? I didn't know that. It's funny. I bought BlazBlue Tag Battle, and I ended up selling it. I was very disappointed with it. I didn't like the gameplay. I thought it was weird. Welcome, Cerulean. How you doing? Welcome in. How are you? Lurking while working. Says Cerulean. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for being here. Hope you're having a good one. Cerulean, hope work goes smoothly. Alright. Ooh, dry mouth. Super dry mouth. Alright, moving on. Number 9. We had asked you guys, what arcade game do you wish would come to home console? Number 9 comes to us from Newfie, aka Nuff Dragon. Says, Time Traveler, or more known as the hologram game from the 90s. I saw it at a local arcade in the early 90s, but it was turned off. I always wanted to try it, even though it was a reaction type of game. Time Traveler, or more known as hologram game from the 90s. Oh, are you talking about that Sega one that's in the dome? In that, like, dome thing? Dude, the first time I saw that was when it was new at the Excalibur. The Excalibur was like the new, like, hip place to go here in Las Vegas. It was like new and they had that arcade, and I was like, whoa, that's so cool. Is that what you're talking about before I go into
is that the one that kind of raises it kind of goes?
No. It's like you're like, it's like in a dome, and it's got like these like holographs, and it's all quick time event based.
Oh, I've never seen it before.
Yeah, the Excalibur. You could. Oh man. Next time, you know, they had one in that arcade in Mexico had one. Fuck, if I didn't know you had never seen it, I would have showed it to you. I think that arcade had one in Mexico.
Oh, I might have seen it.
It's like a bubble, and it's like a white frame, and then like.
Oh yeah, you know what? I think I remember seeing it.
It's kind of cool. The pub says, I want to say Time Traveler got a DVD release that came with 3D glasses to reproduce the holograms. Did it really? Wow, I had no idea. Cerulean says it's gonna be a long night/day, says Cerulean. Let's see here. Tater says, I wish more devs would do hologram games. Twisted says, I own that arcade machine, but it never worked. Really? Like you bought it broken and were like, oh, I'm gonna fix it, and then never got around to it? Or was it probably difficult to fix, huh? I would imagine something like that would probably be hard to fix, I'm guessing. My glasses would be. I had it. Oh, here.
Okay, got it. Okay.
I'm dumb. Yeah, don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. Alright. Galloping Ghost has both hologram Sega games. Oh, were there 2 of them? I remember one had like Wild West stuff in it. Is that the time traveling one? Was there like Wild West stuff and like wizards and stuff? I vaguely remember something like that, like wizards in things and stuff. Werewolf says, what were the arcades like in Japan lately? You know, that is a good question. When we're going in like a month and a half. We're going back. We should go, you know, there's a place in Osaka called Shinsekai, which is like an old part of Osaka, and it feels like that place is stuck in like the 80s, 90s, right? It's like a time capsule of Japan. And they have these like old school arcades in there that we should go. One of them is in Janjan Yokocho. We should go to it. That one has like all the titty games, but there's like another one that also has like shmups. And there was a place called Zarigani which burned down, sadly. It caught on fire. Someone's like electrical scooter exploded or something like that. And
we'll do videos on it.
Zarigani caught on fire, sadly. But there is still a very strong arcade scene. Not as strong as it used to be in Japan, but I would say definitely a lot stronger than you would see in the US. Obviously the chain arcades are all thriving and doing well, you know, like Taito stations you can find everywhere. Gigo, whatever the fuck that thing is called now, that Sega sold to that company. I forgot, it was a Gaming Inglorious Orifice. I don't remember what Gigo stands for, but it's some dumb acronym. Nuff says that's the one, Cowboy Wizards and Fire Eaters. Is that what it's called? Are there new arcade games? Yeah. they're still making lots of new arcade games. So Japan has a arcade line called EXA, and EXA is basically taking new games and porting them to arcade, and they're also taking old games and revamping stuff. For example, our friend Kumro Games, who was in the chat earlier, has a game called Jam Jam and Jelly that's getting put on Japanese EXA arcade, which is awesome. There's a new, if you guys are familiar with the Asuka 120% Burning Fest series, there is a new version of Burning Fest coming out for EXA only. The new Yuzo Koshiro game, Eartheon, new game by Yuzo Koshiro, is also coming out for EXA. It's called Eartheon EXA label. But we'll have videos. Now that you're like, you'll get to see. Now that you're subscribed to us, you'll see when we go to Japan. We do lives from Japan. Are you on Twitch, by the way, Werewolf? Because if you are, you're probably going to want to follow us on Twitch, too. Eartheon is now on EXA, right? Isn't it? Which is cool, I think. Good for Yuzo Koshiro. Good for Yuzo for, getting whatever deal that was. Kind of sucks that people are sharing the Eartheon ROM already, you know what I mean? Like, I have the ROM, but I haven't put it on anything. I don't even remember where somebody shared it to me or somewhere. But I do have the game, actually. Matthew got me the game on Steam. I've only ever played it on Steam so far. I haven't played it on anything else.
Thank you, Matthew.
And I don't know that I don't know. Do I feel like I have a moral issue about running it on anything. So yeah, I have access to the ROM. I haven't even downloaded the ROM because I don't know if I want to. I don't know. I kind of feel weird about it because even though I did buy it, I didn't buy the Genesis one. I bought the Steam one, so I'm okay with playing it on Steam. I think, to be honest. Until the physical Genesis card comes out. When that physical Genesis card comes out, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it for sure. Oh, by the way, that's our Twitch channel. If you want to follow me on Twitch, it's just SaruMaruVG on Twitch. We do a bunch of streams there too. We often talk about Japan on there, and that's usually where we play just non-stop Japanese games, and then sometimes we'll do like a Steam night here and there, an Evercade night, but most of the time it's we're playing Japanese games on there as well. All right, Cadillacs versus Dinosaurs. What's another arcade-only soundtrack we can listen to? Sailor Moon. Oh, I forgot about that. You're right. Sailor Moon, the arcade game, didn't get a release on anything as well. Man, I'm kind of surprised.
I already followed you on Twitch. Been away on vacation. It's Karate Werewolf.
Oh, nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, there's no soundtrack for Sailor Moon.
It plays great on Steam, but I got my money ready to get Genesis cart whenever it releases next year. Sailor Moon arcade game is so good too, says Randrick.
It is.
And Matthew, he linked the Jam Jam and Jelly demo as well on Russ's website.
Thank you, Matthew. Yes, if you guys want to check out Jam Jam and Jelly, there's the link. Matthew, thank you. Thank you, Matthew. Dude, Matthew is on it with the links, with everything. Matthew, you're the best. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate it. But yes, there's the link. Check it out. Jam Jam and Jelly, super cute game. And if you ever do play that arcade version, a certain Saru and a panda have a little cameo. If you do ever play the arcade version of it. But anyhow, we're listening to the Sailor Moon soundtrack. It's kind of... all the Sailor Moon game music is all kind of like chill vibes. It's kind of nice. It's kind of relaxing, actually.
Randrick says X-Men Beat 'em Up arcade. Beat 'em Up is also arcade only, right? Says Randrick.
I think it came out for Xbox, actually.
Xbox 360 and PS3.
PS3
or
too?
PS4.
Oh wow. Probably PS3. If it was 360, if it was because usually like those games, like if they came out for 360, if PS3 got it, it would have been PS3 in that time. Kind of like Dungeons and Dragons got Xbox and PS3 releases. Wow, I didn't know that actually. Yeah, I know it was on 360. I don't remember it for PS3. That's cool. Yeah, I don't remember a PS3 one. But has been delisted. Same with Simpsons arcade game. I don't get it. Why? What is the thing? I guess licensing.
Probably licensing,
Yeah, I bet the X-Men and the Simpsons have got to be expensive licenses to keep up. You know, because usually with like licensed stuff, you have to keep that stuff up. The Pope says, I need the Simpsons to get the Shredder's revenge treatment. That would be so dope. Dude, that would be awesome if they made a new Simpsons game and they made it in that style, like Shredder's Revenge and all those new beat 'em ups. What is it, like the Toxic Avengers in that same style? I think like Cobra Kai. We're getting like a resurgence of all of these 2D beat 'em ups for modern consoles. That's kind of nice. I'm looking forward to all of them. The new Scott Pilgrim game looks cool too. I loved the first Scott Pilgrim game so much. When that came out on PS3, I was on that.
I am surprised that they haven't done any Simpsons games. You know, like
new ones?
consoles. Yeah.
I'm guessing because like maybe like I want to say like Simpsons is probably not as popular, so it might be a big risk for any developer to be like, let me shell out all this money for this license and then like not have it not do well. You know what I mean? New games, developers are playing it safe, right? So like you have people like who mentioned Atlas earlier. Somebody mentioned Atlas. Was it the Pope? Anyway, Atlas is playing it safe, right? And they only do Persona. Resident Evil is playing it safe, and they don't Resident Evil. Capcom is playing it safe, and they're only doing Monster Hunter and Resident Evil. You know, Konami is also doing the same thing. They're only doing, you know, things like Silent Hill or Metal Gear. Like all of these companies are playing it safe and only sticking to like the licenses that they're working on. So I feel like The Simpsons would be an expensive license for it only to be risky. Falcom's only doing Legend of Heroes games mostly. That's true. They're doing they're redoing Legend of Heroes again. From Software only doing Souls. Yeah, these are great examples. These are and they like these companies are playing it. They're playing it too safe that I feel like most modern gaming is becoming very stale. So you have to look at like indies for like different things now, and I think that's why indies has like such a strong following right now, because if you want something different, you got to look at indies now. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like indies is what it used to be, that all the companies were not afraid to do all kinds of games. Take a look at like games in the 90s and the 2000s. Developers had so many different styles or types of games, many different, you know, intellectual properties that they had, and for some reason that's not the case anymore because everyone is playing it safe. Everyone is playing it very corporate. You know, they're trying to go for the most earnings as possible, and I get it. They're business and they have shareholders and all this other blah blah blah, but it sucks for all those gamers that want all that old, you know, nostalgic licenses back. The Pope says SNK has development ADHD and they're probably working on SVC Chaos 2 while still supporting City of the Wolves, says the Pope. Man, I feel like City of the Wolves was something that SNK pumped in so much money to, and they are not seeing that return. I feel like they are hemorrhaging money with that game. Because look at how many people they probably had to pay. The soccer player who... Does anyone even give a shit about, like... I know what they were trying to do with that guy. What is his name? Cristiano... whatever? Romero? Whatever. The soccer player. I get it. They were trying to get soccer players to be like, oh, I like this player, so I'll play this game. No, that's not how it's gonna work, because the soccer player is still not gonna give a shit about a fighting game just because you put a soccer player in it. You know what I mean? It may have gotten some fans, but not enough to justify putting that dude in the game. I guarantee you that was more of a loss for them to put Soccer Homie in there. You know, because no one's gonna be like, oh yeah, you know, football in Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. What? Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, probably asked SNK for Ronaldo and Salvatore. You think so? For whoever is the current president of SNK in Japan, I hope that is the case. Because I feel like if that was an SNK decision, I don't know how many heads are gonna wind up in boxes in the middle of the Saudi Arabia desert. Gordo says, "Hi, how's everyone? Welcome in, Gordos. How you doing?"
It's funny because you're talking about how like no one's gonna play it. Soul Calibur. The only reason I got Soul Calibur is because of Link.
That's different though, because Link is an established video game license.
That's true.
In the same realm, right? But you know, that's like saying, "Oh my God, the Iron Chef is gonna be in Tekken." You know, like no one gives a shit. You know what I mean? Like nobody cares.
The guy from Hell's Kitchen.
Gordon Ramsay, yeah. That's who I was thinking of was Gordon Ramsay. I just couldn't think about it quick enough. But you know what I mean? Like it just, like nobody cares, right? Like who cares? Seriously. You know, the only way somebody would care is if, you know, the character had, you know, certain assets. Then people would care, right? If people were like, "Oh my God, Sydney Sweeney is in the next whatever," people would care because of assets. But you know, no one's gonna care. We need a new Soul Calibur, says Karate Werewolf. Yes, man. You know what? I feel like I still gotta go back and play 6. Actually, I played it. I feel like I haven't played enough of 6. I didn't know if I liked it. I think I gotta give it another chance. But the OG Soul Calibur was the stuff of dreams, man. When I got Soul Calibur for the Dreamcast, it was like a dream come true to have like an arcade game at home like that. Man. Twisted says, "I miss when I had the hookup at SNK Torrents," said Twisted. Did you really? Tell us all about it. How did that work? Matthew says, "Gordon Ramsay calling Jill an idiot Jill sandwich." Oh, that's so funny.
That would be a great illustration.
Right.
What are you? Idiot Jill sandwich.
Idiot Jill sandwich. I'm sure someone's already drawn that probably. Let's see here. Let me make sure I missed. Salvatore is a favorite of the Saudi prince. Really? So is that how he ended up there? Oh man, I want to know the story. I want to know the story behind that. I would have loved to have been a fly in the wall of that meeting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, someone memed it. Someone made a meme out of it.
What are you? Jill sandwich. Yeah, it's hilarious.
That's funny. Alright, no one's drawing it though. Maybe I'll draw it. Maybe I'll draw it. Alright. Moving on. Let's get back to the weekly question. We started talking about the Saudi Arabian prince and SNK blood money, and then we kind of just like veered off the tracks. But it wouldn't be a SaruShow if we didn't go off the rails. At least a little bit. New stage in Tekken 8. The Waffle House, says Randrick. Dude, that would be kind of awesome, actually. I feel like that would actually be a positive and probably cheaper than getting some DJ or some football player, soccer player. Where is the next Bloody Roar game, Konami? Never. Because Konami doesn't give a shit about any of the Hudson IPs. Konami was just like, I want to buy all of these intellectual properties and then I'm just going to stick them right up my ass. Because they never actually did anything with them except the PC Engine Mini. What did we get? PC Engine Mini and that's it, huh? And then they like, I felt like the PC Engine Mini was just something that they did where they were like, I guess we gotta use these IPs somewhere. And then that was it. They didn't even make more PC Engine Minis or TurboGrafx Minis. The TurboGrafx Mini was like the first one to go, right? You think they would have been like, oh fuck, maybe we should make more TurboGrafx Minis, but they didn't. The Core Graphics was the second one to go, and then the PC Engine was the last holdout of those But even then, they were only with the PC Engine Mini being the last one to go. I felt like those were only in circulation for like not even a year before they were already discontinued. This music is fucking weird. What's going on here? Going on this thing. And it's like weird.
I feel like you have an anxiety attack. You want to know how it feels to have an anxiety attack? There you go. This is the song you play.
I don't know why that's so funny. Alright. It did.
Right? It does.
It did. It literally sapped. Like an anxiety. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Anxiety-inducing song. Time's running out.
Oh no! I know. Oh my god! I got the legal stop. Sorry.
We're gonna come in like, what the fuck's going on?
I swear to God, I'm not high. Maybe that light bulb did blow out. Where
I
it's
think
like
it did.
high on fumes. Sorry. Gordo says breathe. So I could probably still make my Utopia 3 game and they wouldn't care. Oh no, they'll sue you. They will sue you for sure. They're that dog meme, you know what I mean? They're like, remember Hudson. No touch, only remember.
No touch, only remember.
They will for sure sue you, I guarantee it. That's one of the reasons people buy up properties is so that, you know, people can sue. Even though they're not going to do anything. Matthew says, poor innocent Saru. Konami, he wanted to get a core graphics and you took that away from him. I know! I never got the core graphics. I'm so stupid. I should have gotten that one first. But I was like, oh, that'd be more. It's okay. But I didn't, and then they sold out. And they didn't make any more. Yay, thank you. Cracker and salami time.
You're not high, so twisted, but you are not low either. What's happening? Says Gardo.
What's happening? Can you read the chat?
Yeah. Matthew says Bomberman is showing up in the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake for the Xbox Series console. Let me go up. It says you touch such a button on that one. Rover says, so I could probably... Oh, wait, I already read that. Twisted says, Konami used to make pachinko games now. Let's see. See, Karate Rover says, I like a new Bloody Roar.
Dude, a new Bloody Roar would be badass.
Yeah. Brandrick says, one thing we learned recently is don't use Nintendo games for a charity event or they will pay you a visit.
Oh, really? I don't. What's the story behind that? I don't know that.
Me either.
Did something happen? They did a charity event and Nintendo ninjas came to sue everybody? Yeah, I don't know about that.
That's sad. We're gonna help people. And it was like, no, fuck you.
Yep.
It's like, geez. What happened?
I was just asking you.
Oh, Matthew said, stupid Nintendo for not supporting charity speedruns.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Oh, was it like one of those like Twitch things, you know?
Oh, was it? Jeez. Brandrick says, yeah, there's a charity event in Japan and Nintendo was like, you need a approval for the games you're playing. Wow. Karate says, speedrun charity event in Japan and told not to use their games.
Oh, wow.
That's messed up. Twisted says, I'm waiting for the ninjas to visit me from all my shenanigans. Twisted.
They're coming. They're peeking in your window right now.
Naked.
I said they're peeing in your window. They're peeking. Not peeing in your window.
What's that smell?
What's that smell? Nintendo, aka the Kyoto Yakuza. We got to go to the old Nintendo building, which was cool before it got turned into a hotel. Who was here for that live stream?
Oh, yeah.
That very interesting live stream. Do you guys remember that live stream got real weird? That live stream got real weird. There was a lot of drinking. They're peeing in your window. Speaking of peeing. Speaking of peeing. Our Kyoto live stream. I don't know what you heard, but I do not like golden showers. Regardless of what the internet rumors say. Okay, this soundtrack is whack, actually.
Next game.
Yeah, next game. What's another arcade game that we talked about today? That was, let's do, maybe Goketsuji. Alright. Goketsuji Ichizoku Matsuri Senzokuyo. We'll do that one.
X-Men.
Props to the Pope for bringing this one up. This game is rad. This game is rad. Stage 1 song is amazing. X-Men. X-Men Children of the Atom? Or not Children of the Atom. X-Men the arcade game. I'm done. Alright, we'll go to that one next. X-Men next. Sorry, my answer is the one you mentioned, the arcade with the dome. Sorry, I was AFK. Oh, was it? That's yeah. No. We read it. Yeah, we read that one. That's why we were talking about it. That's how we started that whole conversation. Was from your answer. I wonder what it is about water that makes me choke the fuck out.
Do you know? It could be this water from Kroger. It's probably not good. Every time I get Kroger from water, it tastes kind of gross. Well, yeah, Kroger.
Anyway, going back to the question, we had asked you guys, what arcade game do you wish would come to home console? Let me lower this game a little bit loud. 1 second. That was so funny. Alright, next one comes to us from Sweet Like Sugar. Sweet says, ICE released a Ghostbusters arcade shooting game in 2016 that lets 2 players team up to bust ghosts in co-op mode. Drawing inspiration from both Ghostbusters 1 and 2, a rarity among GB games, Ghostbusters games, the experience emphasizes short, fast-paced sessions over lengthy missions. If they adapted for home use, it would make an excellent light gun shooter.
We played it, remember?
Oh, is that the newer? Yeah, we did play it.
We did play it.
It looked cool. That would be cool. Don't cross streams unless that's your thing. Ice is Ice the name of the thing? ICE Ice?
Yeah, it's at round 1. Yes, that's where we played it. We played it at round 1.
Yeah, that's where we played it. We played it at round 1, at the ghetto round 1, which we don't have to go there anymore because now there's one closer to us, and that one I think is pretty awesome. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, this game has all kinds of crazy vocals, which is pretty awesome actually. Yeah, we lowered that. All right. Sorry, I'm still joking. I laughed so much that all of my fluids just started flowing.
It's hilarious.
All right. Sorry. I have saliva in like the wrong. It's in the wrong pipe.
I'll be right back so you can cough loud.
No, I'm okay. Alright. Moving on. What arcade game do you wish would come to home console? Number 11 comes to us from Matthew Kelly. Matthew Kelly says, I think one American game that isn't in Hamster Arcade archives yet that I do want to see get brought to home consoles is R-Type Leo, Radar Scope, Hellfire, Sheriff, and Arm Wrestling. I know that Radar Scope, Hellfire, and Sheriff are born before the first Donkey Kong game, and arm wrestling wasn't brought to Nintendo Switch, unlike original Punch-Out and Super Punch-Out arcade games had. But since Nintendo does allow Hamster to have the rights to bring the classic arcades made by Nintendo exclusively to Nintendo Switch 1 and 2, I do think Nintendo and Hamster should bring back the rest of the early Nintendo arcades before Donkey Kong and arm wrestling into the Nintendo Switch system, says Matthew Kelly. Very interesting answer. Sorry, I've got like a weird frog in my throat now. I was like, burn! It's like a bubble. I got a bubble.
You sound like a Viking.
Like a Viking?
Yeah.
I have, like, I'm having a hard time.
I think it's the water.
I don't know. I think I just
You want a
got
banana?
too stupid. I'm a banana. Do we have banana? Oh, yeah, we have banana.
Oh,
Yeah.
Might be
bring
good
more
for your throat. Sure.
drink, just in case. There's still drinking.
There's still drinks here.
Okay. Give me a banana. I'm a deep throat that shit right now. Welcome in. Pack Sonic says, I'd like to see Dragon Master on Switch, Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox. Which one's Dragon Master? What is that one? Is that a PGM game? Is that a PGM game? Maybe. All right. Excuse me. What was I at? Number. Sweets. Talking about ice. Okay. Matthew Kelly. That was the last one, right? All right. Moving on. It's by Unico and is currently owned by Pico Interactive. Oh, is that one fighting game? Did that come out on 3DO? I want to say. Thank you. Right? Did it come out on 3DO? I remember pre-ordering some Pico Interactive game for 3DO, and then I never got it. I need to see what email I used to order it.
1994. That would be bad. Is that wrong one? Pack says it never came home.
Ah.
Pack Sonic, sorry. Welcome in. Nightingale says, wait, what was that Japanese mark music? I wasn't paying attention.
The soundtrack is from Goketsuji Ichizoku Matsuri Senzoku Yo. It's the Japan-only Power Instinct game. The last two Power Instinct games were Japan-only. And they always had like weird vocals, but like the more the games progressed, the more vocals we got in games, right? Like Matri Melee had a wild amount of vocals for songs for being a cartridge-based game. And then when Power Instinct or whatever it's called, Goketsuji Ichizoku Bonno Kaiho for PS2 got like a bunch more songs. It's kind of cool.
Pack Sonic
The
says,
spiritual. Sorry, go ahead. No, you go
The
ahead.
spiritual sequel, also by Unico, Master's Fury in 1996, had butchered port on the PS1 in 1997, only in Japan.
Oh, I think I saw. Yeah, I saw a video on this on Master's Fury.
It was my answer, says the Pope.
I watch what is that guy? He does like the what's happening videos. Oh shit, I don't remember now. I don't remember. You want banana? Yeah.
I just want to bite.
Banana.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a banana. Do you think Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme Versus will get ported? Didn't that one come to PSP? I think it came to PSP, didn't it? I could be wrong. But it might be on PSP. I have a Gundam. Some Gundam Versus on PSP. I don't know which one it is.
It was ported to PS3, says the Pope.
Oh, PS3. And it was also on It was also on PSP, right? I want to say. Maybe. I don't remember. I don't know. All right, moving on. We'd ask you guys what arcade games you wish came to home consoles. Number 12 comes to us from our buddy Kumro Games. Kumro says, I love this question as arcade games has always been a passion of mine. Almost too many to list. Not to mention that newly released time-limited arcade exclusive shmup named Jam Slam and Belly. Jam Jam and Jelly. But I will say, for me, there are so many neat-looking Japanese rhythm and network card games that I would love to play. I think for me, the arcade game I would want to come out most is Pokemon Mesastar. I love the neat-looking plastic game chips and how fun they are to collect. That would be neat if that came out for home and if you could buy blind packs of the chips to collect them all. On a side note, back in the 90s, I was an old Data East shmup. There was an old Data East shmup named Gondomania that never came out for any console. I don't think it made it to any of the Data East collections either from last I heard. It was a neat shmup with a simple but fun weapon purchasing system. It was the first arcade game I finished as a teen, and I think it costs like 30 quarters to finish it. I'm so glad I did spend the time and money on it. As little did I know, it would be the last time I would see Gondomania. I would see Gondomania machine in person, says Kumro Games. Gondomania, I don't know that one, actually. Man, you guys are mentioning all kind of weird stuff today, which is awesome. Gondomania. Oh, you know what I was gonna say? That's the guy, Paxonic, Matt McMuscles. He does the worst fighting game. I think it was one of those episodes of the worst fighting game, or one of those things that he does. Yeah, I watched that channel. Awesome channel. I love like all that like fighting game shit. I was gonna say, I think those games came to Evercade. The ones you mentioned. What were they called? Kung Pao and the first one you mentioned? Dragon Shrimp. Alright. We'll come back to this soundtrack. Let me go to X-Men Arcade for Randrick while Randrick is still here. Welcome to Die! There it is, X-Men. X-Men. Let's see. Mad McMuscles did commentary on the Discotheque Fatal Fury OVA and movie releases too. Did he? I didn't know that. Masters Fury wasn't properly emulated in MAME until 2020 when another faulty Masters Fury board was obtained and had good chips that were bad on the original dump. Interesting.
Bikini Karate Babe's fighting game is the worst fighting game ever. Matthew.
Man, that is something I completely forgot about. Bikini Karate Babes? Oh my god. Dude, that was like, what, early 2000s, right? Like 2001 or something? When that came out. It was like a weird, like, digitized graphics game like Mortal Kombat was. With, like, girls doing, like, weird, stupid shit. That's so funny. Yeah, it would have been, like, I don't know, like 2000 something? 2001, 2002? Freaking horrible. Did he do a thing about that? Because if he did, I need to watch it. I haven't seen all of Matt McMuscle's videos because there's a lot of videos. I only watch the ones that are interesting. Whoever says, yeah, that was a terrible game. The Pope says the worst fighting game is probably some random dude's Mugen where the boss one-shots you. Maybe. Fury Strike is the worst fighting game I've played. It's on Steam and was a project by students of Full Sail. You can't even jump in the game.
Oh no.
That's hilarious. Matthew says he refuses to review that game. Really? Oh, probably because he can't. He probably can't. What would be the point? Yeah, YouTube would knock that down so quick. He probably couldn't.
Swisher says, I don't think I've yet seen Saru eat a banana, but as a monkey, it fits. Says Real Sugar.
Dude, I eat bananas all the time. This is the first one I'm eating one on the stream, though.
Do you want a banana?
Because I usually keep them. We usually keep them downstairs. But bananas are my favorite. Number one favorite fruit, banana. Number 2, strawberry. Number 3, mango.
Banana's a vegetable.
Banana's a vegetable.
I'm just kidding.
I was like, my life is a lie.
Just like tomatoes are fruit.
That's true. Yeah, bananas are fruit. Yeah, bananas. Banana.
Grover says Bikini Karate Babes is the most broken fighting game I've ever seen. The controls are absolutely awful since the animations are long and state locked, so it's almost impossible to actually play. Pax Sonic says there's plenty of good Mugen Ikamen games. I'm working on an original fighting game in the Ikamen Go. Oh, nice.
Cool. Where do I find out about that? Where do I see more? Is that like a open source fighting engine? That's cool. You can. There it is. There's a GitHub. In case you're confused by you can't even jump, I mean you can only attack, duck, walk. Games free on Steam if you want to torture yourself. I'm good.
There are 3 Bikini Karate Babes games, says Matthew. Papa says we all live in a super monkey ball.
I have a channel called CA Games. I need to share an update. That's cool. Yeah, you're in good company. A lot of people here. Rover is a programmer. He programs our games actually. Kumro Games, also another programmer who might still be in the chat. I think he usually watches while he's working. But yeah, we make games. Kumro Games makes games. Ikamen Go is an open source rewrite of Mugen with more features and MIT license allowing games made with the engine to be sold. Really? That would be cool. That would be cool.
Bruce Treasure says cats programming.
Cats programming me. Somebody who wants to help me make a fighting game on this. Let's do it. Let's do it. FX, who want FX Unit Yuki the Fighters? Let's go.
Fighting cats.
Fighting cats. Let's do it. The SaruPro World fighting game. Let's do it. I was a Mugen dev way back in the MS-DOS days at the turn of the century. I think that was like everybody was like into doing Mugen stuff back then, right? Dude, I knew so many people back then who were fucking around with Mugen things in the early 2000s. Which is cool. Which is pretty cool. Alright. Let's get back to the question. Very cool. Gondomania. Hold on. Let me look up Gondomania really quick. That's what I was doing. I was going to look up Gondomania because I don't remember it. Gondomania. Interesting. I vaguely remember seeing this, actually. Didn't it do like, wasn't it one of those games that used like the heavy barrel joystick too? Remember a lot of games back then, Outzone, a lot of games used that like 8-way joystick. I think Gondomania was one of those games, maybe? I don't know, I could be wrong. I thought I remember seeing a game that was one of those, that kind of game. That kind of game. Alright. Moving on. Let's see. This is my CA Games channel. Let's check it out. Let's check it. I'll check it out really quick. Oh, that's cool. Are these things that you made in it? What am I looking at here? Is this what you're making? I'm watching it. That's cool. Interesting. That's cool. And you're doing that on that Ikemen Go. Alright. Tater says, I mostly made backgrounds for Mugen, but I did have one original character. Was working on a full game, but never finished it, but ended up rebooting it in Unity many years later. Maybe it'll get done. Record Bands, he says, I just thought of WWF WrestleFest from Technos. Would have been cool to have on consoles. That would have been cool. Dude, that game was awesome. Record Bands. That one was a cool one. I remember that one. WWF WrestleFest. Oops, not WrestleMania. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, that game. Dude, that game was cool. I remember this one. That's rad. Did they re-release that as an arcade 1-up or something? I want to say, did that get an arcade 1-up or some sort of like one of those things? I thought I saw something recently about it. Or not arcade 1, one of those, I don't know, whatever. One of those things. I thought I saw a thing. Very cool though. Very cool. I had that X-Men game on Android. The last patch made it unplayable and they took it off the shop. What dicks, says Enough Dragon. Yeah, I think that happened everywhere, right? It was a digital game that you could no longer play. There's a spiritual WrestleFest sequel, Retromania. Wrestling is the spiritual successor to WrestleFest. Oh yeah, I remember that. It's an indie thing. Right? Like an indie thing, Retromania. I remember seeing that. It's pretty cool. A few of the stage backgrounds will be redrawn, says Paxonic. That's cool, man. That's cool. Dude, I completely forgot about WrestleFest. I remember liking that game. I thought it was cool. And back then, like, WWF was still such a cool thing. You know, I feel like everybody was into wrestling back then. I was heavily into WWF back then. I stopped caring about wrestling when it stopped being WWF for many reasons, right? Because one, like it wasn't the same anymore. When it stopped being WWF, things got changed around. So yeah, it was just one of those things. Oh, thank you for the $2 super chat. Werewolf says, "What are your favorite unported arcade games?" They were mentioned by other people here tonight, which is cool. It was one of them is Alien vs Predator, which is why I drew this Lin Kurosawa charm. That's like the number one that I want. The other one is the third Roston game, though that might be arcade. Is that Arcade Archives already? Let me check. That might actually be on something already. The third Roston game. Is that Arcade Archives? That's another. I was just gonna mention Ninja Baseball Batman. What is the dude who made that game? Not the game, but the characters. Dude, Ninja Baseball Batman has such a weird like story too, right? So like. It was drawn by like a guy who he had the idea. He didn't really know how to draw. He came up with these like really crude drawings. He hired an artist to come up with renditions. They made a comic book. Irem approached them for whatever reason to make a game. I had no idea that it was ever a comic book until the game. But yeah, Ninja Baseball Batman. They're making a new Ninja Baseball Batman comic book as well. But yeah, that's another one. Ninja Baseball Batman would be cool to get ported. I was hoping, since it was an IREM game, that maybe we could see it on the Evercade. That would be cool. But that was one of them. I was right about to say Ninja Baseball Batman was another one. But yes, Rosstown 3, which could be Arcade Archives. I don't know. Does anyone know if Rosstown 3 was Arcade Archives? That's one I would have liked to see come home. But if it did, I'll go get it. Ninja Baseball Batman. Alien vs. Predator is my number one. My number one, I would love to come to something, anything. Steam, Switch, Arcade Archives. I don't care. What used to be on that list before is Mystic Warriors. But now that's Arcade Archives. Metamorphic Force was another one, which is now Arcade Archives as well. Man, I just need to get a Switch like gift card and buy a bunch of games. I think I need to do that. There's a bunch of Arcade Archive games I want. Macross, dude, Macross 2. The Macross 2 game that just came out. I want that for Arcade Archives. Paxonic says, I remember seeing somewhere Pico tried to acquire Ninja Baseball Batman, but the rights holders weren't interested. Yeah, the guy who, I can't remember his name. He even has a website for it and everything. Oh, I'm stupid. Let's just go to the website.
Welcome in, Famicom.
Famicom, welcome.
Matthew says Ninja Baseball Batman did come out for home arcade consoles. Arcade, sadly, but Arcade is now a defunct company. I remember seeing somewhere Pico tried to acquire Ninja Baseball Batman, but the rights holders weren't interested. Famicom says Baby Joe needs to come to Switch.
Drew Maniscalco is the dude's name. I could not remember his name. I knew it started with a D. Drew Maniscalco, the creator of Ninja Baseball Batman. I think he's the one who wasn't interested in having it ported. I think he might be the reason why we're not seeing it on anything. Probably because he might want an unreasonable amount of money to do so. You know what I mean? Why else have we not seen it? Why have we seen Arcade Archives of everything, Evercade IREM ports of a bunch of things, but we haven't seen Ninja Baseball Batman? Good night, Randrake. He says, bedtime for me. Have a good night. Talk to you guys later.
Squealer Sugar says, buy cat and Switch 2, and then buy another cat.
Buy a cat. I want a cat. I want a cat and a dog. I would love both. But we travel, so... What? Hi, I'm alive. Sketchy Ceviche. What is up, Inus? Welcome in. How are you?
Welcome in.
How are you doing? Where have you been? How are you?
And where did you come from? Where did you go?
Where did you go? He's playing hard to get. I think so, Karate Werewolf. I think he's the reason why we haven't seen it, you know, because he's probably like, hey, you want this game to come out? You better give me that money.
Not a Cappy Saru, says Matthew.
Cappy. I would love one. If we live somewhere where we can have a capybara, I would have a capybara. But I already have a capybara.
You already have one.
I have a capybara.
Oh, hairy and shit.
And he poops everywhere too. Ninja Baseball Batman was supposed to have a Switch port. Really? What's going on with it? Do you know? I don't know anything about what's going on with any current.
Paxonic says, I remember hearing him somewhere that there was an idea of Ninja Baseball Bat on SNES back in the day, but it didn't happen.
That would have been cool if we got an SNES port. That would have been awesome.
Rover says, why the hell does Pico want to try to buy everything up? So weird.
Because they're one of those companies that wants to buy a bunch of properties, and you know, so they can. And apparently, like, I guess, like, they don't even, like, they make, like, I don't know if I should say anything. Never mind. But
no.
Yeah. So we developed Samurai Cricket Superman, right? This is the Pope. Samurai Cricket Superman. Ninja Baseball Batman would be cool. They wanted to buy a Mysterious Song from me, but I refused to sell it. Yeah. When we were making FX Unit Yuki, they approached us about FX Unit Yuki as well. But But like it was like he's like, I'll make this for you, but you have to pay me this much. I'm like, wait, why am I paying you? Why am I paying you anything? Like, what? Anyway, I won't go into it. I also have another friend who kind of fell into a thing. I don't want to say anything about it because I don't, my personal experience was kind of weird. Like, they're like, oh, we can port it for you, and it's gonna cost this much, and then we have the rights to sell it too. And I'm like, that's my game. What? I don't get this deal at all. But
I think he's a nice guy and all, but he honestly doesn't know what he's doing. Says Robert.
Yeah, but it was a weird interaction, and I was like, I kind of just stopped responding because I'm like, how do I don't even know. I don't even know. Let's see here. Sketchy7 just says, yeah, had Tokyo Game Dungeon last Sunday. Got to scramble to have a demo ready for Tokyo Game Show next month. Sorry for not being around as much. Hey, you do you, man. You do you go build your empire. Go get him.
I thought you said, you go, girl.
You go. You go build your empire. Let's see here. Tater says, yeah, he actually wanted me to fix that game, but the code is an absolute mess, and it would need to be rewritten from the ground up. Oh, are we? Yeah, Jim Power. That's right. Taters. Taters was approached for Jim Power. How funny. So they just re-released it. It's so funny because they were advertising. I remember they were mentioning fixing it, right? Like they were mentioning fixing Jim Power, and then they were just like, fuck it, and then just re-released the old Jim Power. Is that what happened? But anyhow, yeah. Whoa, what was that? That's weird. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, Ninja Baseball Batman Karate Werewolf is another one. So number one, I would love to see come home to like Nintendo Switch or even Steam, would be cool too. Nintendo Switch, Steam, or PlayStation Network, whatever, I don't care. Any of those things. Number one, Aliens vs. Predator, the Capcom beat 'em up. Number one. Number two would be Golden Axe. Yes, it came out for the whatever Astro City, but I want it on a console. The Golden Axe: Revenge of Death Adder. Roston 3. Wait, Roston. Let me check. I was gonna check if it was Arcade Archives already.
Ruben, welcome in.
Ruben, ¿cómo estás? Tito 803 says, I'm a nerd. Oh, I guess not. Warrior Blade. Oh, it says PlayStation 4 got it. Is there a Switch Arcade Archives of it? I don't really play my PlayStation 4. I don't really play it. Roston Saga, Warrior Blade.
Welcome in, Nerd
Saga,
Strategy.
Nerd, what's up, nerd? Speaking of nerd, it's funny. Ruben said, I'm a nerd, and then Nerd Strategy came in. No mini consoles. It did come out on the... It came out on the Astro City Mini. But I stopped buying those mini consoles. I would personally like it to come out on an actual console, like a console. Man, I want to see Asterix arcade games somewhere I can buy. That would be cool too. That would be awesome. Let's see here, man. Nerd Night, says Tito. By the way, Ruben, I liked your answer was cool. I liked it. We were talking about that too, about Golden Axe. Nerd says, I didn't answer the question, my bad, but I'll drag it on here. That's fine, yeah, you can just put it in here. Imagine if the Sailor Moon arcade game got a home release. The only reason it didn't is because of the way licensing structuring was in the 90s. So back in the day, Bam Presto had the rights to make a bunch of like stuff that was certain animes, Toei stuff, you know, Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon. Bam Presto had the rights to make Dragon Ball and Sailor Moon for the arcade, and then Bandai Angel had the rights to do Bandai mainly had the rights to do the stuff at home. So like Bandai was over here making their own shit for Genesis and Super Nintendo, and Bam Presto was making completely different shit for the arcade. But really it came down just to the licensing, right? Because like Bam Presto had arcade rights, Bandai had home console rights. But it would have been awesome to get that game on something. It's a shame that we're probably never going to see it officially on anything, right? Because Bam Presto probably doesn't give a shit. What is Bam Presto even doing nowadays? What are they doing? Are they still... I don't know what Bam Presto is doing. Because they used to do Super Robot Wars stuff, but now Namco is doing the Super Robot Wars stuff. Right? Or maybe Bam Presto still develops? I don't know. I'm not sure. I actually don't have any idea. Let's see. Rover says, I wouldn't even know where to begin with that game, to be honest. It wasn't something I had interest in from the get-go and would have to really research it to make something good out of it. For Famicom says Anal Duo versus Predator. Yes. Sketchy says, I gave out a lot of pamphlets for MH and have been asking around for stuff. Oh, really? Okay, cool. I didn't know if you were gonna put that on the back burner or what. But which is fine. I totally understand if you do. You know, we're pretty much almost done with Nyanja stuff anyhow. So whatever you want to do is cool with me. Home slice. Karate Werewolf says Bam Presto stopped in 2007. Okay, well there we go. Thank you for that tidbit. I actually had no idea. So thank you for that tidbit. Speaking on game rights on console, arcade, home, PC, etc., the Tetris movie on Netflix is a great watch. I haven't seen that yet. I've been meaning to, and I always forget to. I'm gonna say I'm gonna watch it, but I'm gonna forget right now because I'm like, I'm watching King of the Hill right now. I'm watching Acapulco right now. I'm watching a bunch of stuff.
What series?
The Tetris movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've been meaning to watch it.
On Apple TV?
Oh yeah, it's on Apple. Is it on Apple TV?
I think it is.
Might be on. Is it on Apple? I don't remember. It's a good movie. It says Karate Werewolf. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. So 2008, did Bam Presto go completely defunct in 2008? Man. I thought Tetris movie was on Apple TV. Did it go to other services? Yeah, I think it's on Apple TV. I think it meant to say Apple TV. My dream of owning my own arcade will never come true, but it was a nice dream for a while. Dude, it's a lot of trouble, man. I was gonna open up my own arcade back in the day. I was too young, I think, too. I don't think I was mentally prepared for everything that it entailed. And then I caught a machine. I caught my arm on one of the machines, taking it off the truck too. And after that, I was like, I don't know if I want to. Dude, my arm got all like green and gangrenous. It looked so gross. And this arm has always been weird since. But yeah, I caught a machine like came off of the truck, and bam, landed on my arm. Oh, Ruben! Oh my gosh. Ruben, Tito803, thank you for the gift subs. 10 gift subs. Look at that. Thank you, Ruben. Gracias, Ruben. Besitos. Besitos, besos negros. Thank you, Ruben. I appreciate it. Ruben, Tito803 has gifted a sub to Screw the Net, to Dark Entity, to Inu Base, to Famicom Collecting.
You can use them on bones or brew them as a drink.
Or smoke them. To And Leisure, to Chris Courage. Oh man, that's a name I haven't seen in a while. Candy Made the Artist, to Pumas Rui, And to JRG, thank you, Ruben. Gracias.
Gracias,
El Ruben, he's the Spanish mafia boss. Gracias, Ruben, te lo agradezco mucho. Besitos, gracias, abrazos y todo eso. Una apretadita. We can rebuild, Saru. We have the power. Oh, dang, Karate Werewolf with 5 more gift subs. Thanks, you guys. Damn. You guys, thank you so much. Thank you. Freaking awesome. Thank you so much, Karate Werewolf. I appreciate it. He's gifted a sub to Twinkle Toes, to Skell Art, to Ian Quayle, to Tsui Kagura, and to Andrew. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Very awesome. You guys are spreading that love. Spread them. Spread them wide open. Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Seriously, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. He says, I forgot I was on my official Hustler account. You're on your sketchies. Sketchy Inus. Alright. Let's get back to the question. Number 13. Same question. What arcade game do you wish came home? Tater Pants says, I've always wanted a home console version of Arabian Magic. I forgot about that one. Good mention. I played the hell out of it when it was in the arcade near me where I lived, and have since played it numerous times in MAME, despite slightly inaccurate emulation. Some graphics were missing. It could easily be ported to modern consoles, though I'd want it more for the PC engine, even though our beloved little workhorse wouldn't be able to faithfully reproduce it in its entirety. Around the same time as the game was Golden Axe: The Revenge of Death Adder. Again, I'd have loved a home port of this, but it wasn't to be. These are 2 games I'd personally port myself, but alas, I already have enough projects to last me until the end of time, says Taters. Man, that is one I completely forgot about. What a mention there. Arabian Magic. Dude, that's awesome. Dude, I loved that game. I loved the girl. I loved when you did the magic. Remember? They would like jump in the screen and be like, wah!
I don't think I ever played it. Arabian Magic. Maybe I saw it.
It was like, the characters were big too. Like the sprites were like very large, like character sprites. And there was a lot of scaling. Like it would like scale in and out. And there was like a dude, right, who had like a turban. There was like a girl, you know, dressed like a gypsy. And when they did their special moves, it was like 2D animated. Like they'd jump out of the screen and jump in and do like this. Man, what a cool game Arabian Magic was. I forgot about that game. Why don't you just sign? Aren't you? You're not.
I'm signed in.
Oh, that's weird.
That is weird. It says something about your premium thing is about to end.
No, it's not. I've been paying for premium.
That's what it said.
Oh, like they're getting rid of it?
No. I guess some sort of. I'll tell you later. Some sort of payment, something.
Weird. Let's see here. Arabian Magic had that awesome feature where defeated bosses would become summons to fuck up your enemies. Yeah, that was so cool. Like the game was awesome, but I feel like it did not get enough. It did not get enough love. I was reading Turbo Chipped. Never seen that one on real hardware. Arabian Magic, dude, we had a place called Japan Arcade in Little Tokyo, and I used to play that one a lot. Actually, no, I'm sorry, not Japan Arcade. There is a place called Japan Arcade, but it was actually in High Tech 21 that I played Arabian Magic. It's a cool game. It would be funny to see Suna's Best of Best come to modern consoles. What is that? I'm not familiar. Oh, like the games? Is the soundtrack over? It is. That was the end of X-Men. Alright, let's go back to this game. Which one were we on? I forgot which track we were listening to. Oh, it doesn't matter. Because this is the best track. This is a remix of it. Dude, this became such a huge meme back in the day. I remember. For me, I would have to say Mystic Warriors. Mystic Warriors is on Switch. You can get it. You can get it now. Switch, PS3. It's come home. You can go get it. There's only 2 tracks for the fighting, and one of them is 16-bit rendition of Lambada. Interesting. Oh, Gal's Panic Collection by whoever ended up with Kaneko's IPs. We need that. There are some, like, versions of Gal's Panic that are on Steam, but they're not good. They're very, very, very generic. And, like, I don't know. They don't have the Gal's Panic feel. I feel like that's a game that, for some reason, people can't get right. Like, people can't get it right. I don't know why. Because I've already played a couple Gal's Panic clones, and it doesn't feel good. Jackie Chan's Fist of Fire would be awesome. I am Jackie Chan, and this is my game. We played that. We played that at Zarigani.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Zarigani caught on fire. Yeah. So we played that at the arcade in Osaka. There was a place in Osaka Shinsekai called Zarigani. And was it earlier this year? Or was it last year? When did...
I think it was this year.
Do you remember Inu Base when Zarigani caught on fire? Was it this year? Anyway, Zarigani caught on fire, sadly. And that's where we played a bunch of games that we played the Sailor Moon arcade game there. I'd never played the Sailor Moon arcade game before. We played Jackie Chan's Fist of Fire there. Never played that before in any arcade. But sadly, yeah, Zarigani caught on fire. Which is sad. Which is sad. Super sad. There's all... Let's see here. Yeah, Gal's Panic would be cool. The fire was January-ish. Okay. So it was this year. Didn't, like, someone's, like, scooter catch on fire or something? If I remember correctly. Something like that. Or, like, a battery... It's sad. Like, all of their games were broken, but even so, it was still a cool place to... It was like a time capsule, right? Because you got to see a bunch of these games still, even though, like, a lot of them were in disrepair. You know, a lot of joysticks and stuff were broken. Pop in my answer in the form. Oh, you did? You popped it? Got it. All right. Sweet. Let's see here. It was blamed on poor maintenance on electrical thing. Oh, okay. For some reason, I don't know why I thought someone's like electric scooter or something.
I remember when we went in there, I was like, it smells like some electrical.
Smells like burning.
Like burning.
That could be true. Yeah, Zarigani did always kind of smell like burning rubber. You know, burning electrical.
Fish, like burning fish.
Yeah, it was a weird smell. So who knows? That the place was slowly catching on fire. It might have just been inevitable. But I remember we would go in and be like, man, it smells like when electronics start to catch fire. Yeah. You know, like motherboards are. You know, like it had that smell.
There was no good ventilation either.
Yeah, so you could easily tell something was going on. That's crazy. Tater says I could easily make a Gal's Panic game, but alas, too many other projects. What if we make a sexy Gal? Well, Gal's Panic is already sexy, but I mean, that could be the... You wanted to make a sexy game project. That could be our sexy game project.
Dude's Panic.
Dude's Panic. That's funny. Clone Tater. All right, here we go. Awesome answer to Taters. I loved that. I loved the mention of Arabian magic because I had completely forgotten about that. Very, very cool. Love that. Love that. Yuki Panic. With very risque drawings of all the girls. Heck, Yuki's already got a bunch of different girls. Dude's Panic, Banana Hammock. Anime version of Gal Panic. With all the Bara fan art from Saru. That's right. We'll make a Bara version of the panadero. Your panadero guy.
with the bond coming out of the underwear. Bolillo.
That's quite a bolillo you've got there. Don Bolillo. Famicom says,
Bolillo. That's perfect.
I love old school Arabian themed games. Seems like it was a magical setting back in the day. I feel the same way with that stuff. You know what was a cool, like, did you ever play, what was it called? Magical Hat Butobi? Is that what it was called? I think so. It was like, whatchamacallit? Any chance of FX Unit Yuki on Steam? Yes! It's like right around the corner. We are like so close to being done with FX Unit Yuki. As soon as we finish up Nyanja, FX Unit Yuki is so close. So close, FX Unit Yuki on Steam. So close. Famicom says yes. What do you think of that one too? Magical Hat Butobi? Inubase says El Virote del Panadero. El Virote.
I'll buy that on Steam. This is karate.
Yeah, FX Unit Yuki is coming to Steam with a bunch of extras too, you guys. There's a bunch of extras on the Steam version. There's longer stages. There's voice acting in the cutscenes. You know, like when the cutscenes come up, you'll hear voices now.
Paxson, is that Power Instinct 2 music?
This is, you're close. It's Power Instinct 5. Power Instinct 5 music. Matthew says also Yuki is coming to the Atari VCS. That's right. It's going to have all of those extras that are on Steam. All of the Steam extras. My Turbo Duo died long ago. Oh, you had a Turbo Duo? Oh my gosh. I like you even more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Now, okay, you've opened up the can of worms. We need to know. We are a Turbo Graphics PC Engine channel here. So now I need to know. What are your top I'm putting you on the spot. You don't have to answer though if you don't want to, but I would like to know what your top 3 are, or top 5 or whatever you want to mention. Paxonic says the 2600 version would be funny, right? Yuki would just be like a pink box. Yuki is the pink box, Jenny is the red box. It'll be awesome. Let's go. Let's go. This is a PC Engine channel. This yes. It is also it is a church channel. Someone actually made an NES version of Yuki. Yuki's box smells like peach. What are we talking about? Where did we go?
Alright, next question.
Alright, moving on. What arcade game do you wish came home to consoles? Next one comes to us from Matthew. Matthew says, the arcade game that I wish would come to home consoles is a hard one to pick just one, so I will pick 2. Alien vs. Predator, the arcade game, and Sailor Moon Arcade. I am happy that Capcom are releasing collections of beat-em-up games, Marvel games on home consoles, so hopefully there's a chance that Alien vs. Predator will come out, says Matthew. Matthew, did you get that game for, speaking of arcade stuff, did you get Macross 2 on the Switch? Did you get the Macross 2 for Arcade Archives? I need to get it. I'm gonna get it, and I'll do a stream.
Hydrate.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Matthew, for the hydrate.
Ooh. Yuki's pink box. Sorry.
Matthew says I did not.
I'm gonna get it. I need to get it. Black Tiger was also a good arcade title. Dude, Black Tiger! That's a good mention, Famicom. That didn't come home. Well, it kind of did, but like it came out to shit nobody gives a damn about, right? Like it came out for like, wasn't there like a Black Tiger for like the Amiga ST or some microcomputer that nobody plays unless you're a Euro baby? Matthew, speaking of Euro babies.
Arigato very much.
Sugoi.
God damn, this shit is oishi as fuck. Sumimasen, this is bussin'.
I like how the ramen just disappears.
Yeah.
It evaporates. Closest thing I played was Magic Sword SNES. Dude, Magic Sword is an excellent game. I feel like Black Tiger was on some weird microcomputer, but I don't know for sure. But it almost came to the PC Engine, and then it didn't. I should take my clips that, because I talked about Magic or Black Tiger on Johnny Graphics' videos. I should take those and make like mini videos and put them up on the channel, huh? Maybe. Quick bits. Remember I used to do those quick bits? I should put them up as quick bits. I was going to port that to the PCE, but got bored of it along the way. So, what was I saying? Black Tiger became Son 2, actually. The base for Son 2 started off as Black Tiger for the PC Engine. Hi everybody! I need to do a Nyanmaru one. Did it break there?
It did.
It's so funny. Just make it. There we go. You're doing a good job at keeping up with my face. Jesse is doing that. Okay, we're children, obviously. Yeah, some weird Euro baby computer. They're like twins, says Base. Clawlin says, I switched to watching you on PC so that I could chat more. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. Chat with us.
It's frozen. Hold on one second.
Oh, it froze.
Alright. Now you can do stuff. Try it.
Yeah, Yuki broke it. Yuki's derp face broke it. Derp Saru. We do have are some of those gifts? I think we have some of those gifts. Do those appear too when you do like the, or is that only when you're live?
No,
like exclamation point.
No, it does work.
Do those work? I was wondering if those worked. All right. Moving on, very cool answer. I love that answer, Matthew. Obviously, Aliens vs. Predator seems to be like one that a lot of people wanted, which is awesome. I don't know if those worked. What's up? Daniel Barry says, hey everyone, happy Saturday. Welcome in, Daniel Barry. How you doing? There's a panda. Look at him. He's so mad. That's how he is, too. That's how he is here. He's always throwing stuff around. Or when the redeem happens, he starts smacking me right in the face. Smacking me in the face. Alright, moving on. We had asked you guys, what arcade game do you wish had come to home consoles? There he is. There's a panda.
I was playing East. I was so pissed.
Yeah, he was playing Saturn East. He was getting so mad. Saturn East is... It's so cute. Why are those things so cute? Why are you so angry, little guy? Alright, we're almost done, which is good because we're almost at the 3-hour mark. We're almost there. Saturn East is Rage level 11. It really is. I don't know if they just like programmed it badly or what. This one arcade game where you feed a panda by throwing balls at it. Forgot what it's called. Really?
Nightingale says, I don't think I've ever sat through an entire stream, but it's amazing how perfect your content is for me since PC Engine through emulator and Sailor Moon and other things you've mentioned were formative experiences for me in the 90s.
Dude, we need to do a stream where we're playing just some Sailor Moon games. I have the Super Nintendo beat 'em ups. Maybe one of these days we'll do a thing. I have these ones. I have played them before. I wish I had the Mega Drive one, but the Mega Drive one is a lot. It's a lot of monies. But I've got these two for Super Famicom. I'd like to play them from start to finish. But I also have this one. This game is actually pretty good. There's actually like a fighting game like community revolved around this game. Surprising.
See you later, Inubase, and see you later, Pack Sonic.
All right, gotta go do family man stuff. Good night, Inubase and Pack Sonic. Thank you for being here. Hopefully we see you again in here. We love getting new faces in here. Remember, when you answer our weekly question, we do prizes and stuff. We do prizes. We're about to do the prize giveaway. We do a retro video game giveaway every week. All you gotta do is answer the question.
Love that box art. Says Nightingale.
Right? It's awesome.
Can we see the first boxes again? The first 2 boxes again?
So this one is the first. This one is the first beat 'em up that came out on the Super Famicom. Sailor V, she's my girl, but also Mercury. I like these 2 girls a lot. Sometimes I'm more Team Sailor V. Sometimes I'm more Mercury. I don't know.
It says TV USA on the cover. Boo! No one likes you.
Yeah,
TV
Chibi sucks. She was just made to be freaking annoying. And then Sailor Moon R has some really good art as well. Let me zoom out. It's not focusing for some. There it goes. There it goes.
As a kid, I liked Mercury. I mean Venus. As a kid, I liked Amy Mercury. Says Nightingale. Welcome, Miss Net.
Yeah, I love Mercury and Venus. They're my favorite. If I like them fused together. But yeah, these are beat 'em ups. They're pretty fun. They're very standard beat 'em ups. There's nothing spectacular about them. But they do their job. I'm a big fan of beat 'em ups. One day I would like to be behind my own beat 'em up someday. I want to make a beat 'em up, you guys. I've had a beat 'em up idea since 2008. 2008. I have characters. I have a world. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But yeah, one of these days I will bring Sci-Faction to reality. I made a story back in 2008 called Sci-Faction. I even did like little comic book pages like we did with Yuki, you know, to have like, I like to do like little comic strips for my games. And Sci-Faction is the idea was to be a beat 'em up game with 4 playable characters. Very much inspired by what is it called? Metamorphic Force? Oh my god, I mentioned it earlier. I can't remember the name of the game. You want to see the characters? I think I only have them on my DeviantArt from years ago. So if you go, let me see if maybe a Google search will bring up something on it. On Sci-Faction. Would you believe that I've owned the URL for Sci-Faction for like 15 years now? Let me see if we can find anything on the internet.
Anthropomorphic, says Scrivener.
Anthropomorphic Force. No, it didn't bring anything up.
There's a game that says, Nightingale says, speaking of tater pants, I saw the band Scissor Sisters with Kesha a few weeks back. Though it kind of went over my head since I'm a pure little boy in a 35-year-old man's body, facepalm. There's a Twitch channel called Scissor Sisters, and they're both sisters, and they're like, we're not lesbians, we're sisters.
the description says, we're not lesbians.
We're sisters, but we're not lesbians. Oh, that was hilarious. What a worse name to put for.
So, I uploaded this. Oh my gosh! In 2010, I uploaded this to DeviantArt for the characters, and then I was gonna do like a Beats of Rage thing, but that never happened because I'm not good with the coding part of stuff, even with Beats of Rage. But This was I created the idea in 2008. This was uploaded in 2010, 15 years ago. But it's about a group of scions, right? Like they're all psionic, right? Like the bear is like electric scion, the lion is fire, the cat girl is gravity, and the wolf guy is ice. And so there was gonna be like a beat 'em up with these characters. But it never happened. It never happened. Anyway, Rule 34 spawned into existence. Wait, what are we talking about? DeviantArt was the best. I haven't uploaded. I only recently made an upload to DeviantArt just to talk about Nyanja. But I haven't in a while. It's funny because like I had uploaded like some stuff. Like one of the things, the stuff that got like the most like likes was I used to draw a lot of like game characters in their underwear. Like Beautiful Joe and like Waka from Final Fantasy, or like a bunch of anime booby girls. Let's see, the Alternet was never the same after Rule 34. What was Rule 34? Catch me up.
Find your favorite character, gaming character, and just put Rule 34.
No!
Dick.
Don't do that. Don't
Make
do
sure
that.
you're not in front of your family, though.
Yes. Don't do that.
No.
Do not.
It's I don't know how would you describe that? Rule 34. Just
Obey
Google
Rule 34. If it exists, there's a cat version of it. Yes, that's exactly it. I used to draw Hot Rain Mikamura from G Gundam. I'm pretty sure most manga artists owe their careers to horniness. I'm guilty of doing such things like that as well. Zom, Yuki is finally on Rule 34. I don't think so. I don't think there's Rule 34 of Yuki. Good lord.
Oh, I know. No. Good lord. Okay. I want to throw up now.
That was a lot.
That was a lot. Yeah.
I could see her lunch. No Yuki Jenny shipping? Not yet. Surprisingly.
You should just do like an OnlyFans of just you drawing.
Just me drawing FX and Yuki Rule 34.
Yeah.
Alright, who's gonna join my OnlyFans? It's just gonna be me drawing FX and Yuki Rule 34 all day. Let's go. Alright, let's finish this. We got... Or did you add them? Did you add them?
Oh, you did, yeah.
That's sweet. Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't even notice that. Alright, let's get back to the question. We've jumped off the rails yet again. OnlyFans may join, says Screw the Net. I'm down for that. People are going to be like, oh my god, what are your drawings?
Just donate like $50 more if I'll go lower.
Why is her chest so big? Why does that have so many veins? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Alright, moving on. We'd ask you guys, what arcade game do you wish would come to home consoles and why? Number 15 comes to us from Crazy Cubano, our buddy Gabe. Says Simpsons arcade game and Super Muscle Bomber. Was that the sequel to Muscle Bomber? I think so, right? I think that was more conventional 2D fighting game, and the first one was more kind of like beat 'em up style. All right, let's pick another soundtrack. Let's pick another soundtrack. What's another arcade game? What was mentioned? I wonder if Arabian Magic is here.
Shoot you, motherfucker. This is rubber.
Is there Arabian Magic?
Well, Simpsons did come out.
Oh, please give me cock. I want a cock. Please give me cock.
Do
You have cock? Remember cock?
Remember
Cock.
cock?
Matthew says, yeah, as soon as it come out, but you had to have been there to own it, says Matthew.
Remember. I wonder if this is this right?
And Miguel says, I hope my health problems don't get much worse before next summer because I have big plans to do even better than this summer. Supergirl movie with my buddy concert and TD Garden and Fan Expo, says Nightingale Song.
Oh, nice. Where's Fan Expo? Well, I guess it depends, right? Because doesn't Arizona have their own
Fan Expo? I thought it was like in the Bay Area, maybe?
Bay Area?
I'm not too sure. Nightingale says, though this summer was already event filled with massive improvements on recent years.
Nice. Very cool. Alright, we're listening to some Zuntata. Do you guys like Zuntata? That's what we're listening to right now. Fan Expo's few cities. The Boston one here used to just be called Comic-Con. Then SDCC claimed copyright. I'm sure you can make a beat 'em up. Yeah, I mean, like maybe Beats of Rage. There's Open BOR lets you monetize them. I think there's a lot of projects that are being sold that started on Open BOR. Because if I do make something, I would like to sell it. You know what I mean? At least on Itch or something. I hear that. I went outside this summer for 5 minutes. Huge for me. Next year, I hope to do 6 minutes. I'm a shut-in. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or if you're being serious. You don't like the outside world? Okay, I must go do human things. Bye for now, says Taters. See you, Tater Pants.
Bye, Rover. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping by.
Let's see here. Half serious. Let's screw the net. By the way, is that City of the Wolves game any good? That's on my to-buy list. Though the whole reason I'm keeping a list is to do something with my fingers instead of clicking buy right away on every single impulse. Did you like Mark of the Wolves? If you were really big, I feel like you will only enjoy it if you were a really big Mark of the Wolves fan. If you're just more into casual fighting game, there might be other games that you could better spend your money on. And that's coming from someone who's an SNK fan. But man, I don't know. I thought I was gonna like City of the Wolves so much more, but I was like, I could wait for it to go on sale. So I do like it, but I think I'm gonna wait for like a Steam sale on it and then get it. I think there's like PS5 versions and stuff too. I don't know. If I see it in Japan, I might pick it up. But I love. So I have Mark of the Wolves for MVS. You guys can see it. It's right there. I love the OG Mark of the Wolves. I don't know if you guys can see it. See the yellow MVS. These are my MVS carts right here. And I like it. I like City of the Wolves. It's good. But I don't know. I thought I was gonna like it a lot more. I don't know what I was expecting. At least it's not the neo-geo price, right? For sure. At least it's not neo-geo cart prices, which would be crazy. Nerd Strategy says it would probably take about as long as a platformer after you make the basic mechanics in it, and you might be able to modify your current Yuki engine to make it work. I don't know. That's a Rover question, probably. I would want to do more like of a traditional beat 'em up, like whatchamacallit, like what we're used to, right? I would probably be homeless since my late 20s without generous government problems and family help, so I hear you, Screw the Net. I honestly enjoyed living on the go. Did I miss what Screw the Net said? What did he say? I lived outdoors for a long time. I love the indoor life. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. I get that. I get it. All right. And was that? No, we still have more. Interesting. Okay. Super Muscle Bomber. Man, Hager was daddy in that game. Number 16 comes to us from Clawlin, who's in the chat. Is Nightingale song. Says X-Men the arcade game. Man, that is one that we need on something, right? We need it. We need it on something. Let's see here. Number 17 comes to us from Pack Sonic. Pack Sonic says Unico. What was Unico again? I think he's not here anymore. I don't know what is Unico? Is that a game? All that comes up is those Unico, neo-geo, MVSX, and the Unico arcade thing. I don't know what that is. This might be a non-answer. What is Unico? Does anyone know? I don't think he's here anymore. X-Men arcade game did come out, but only on PS3, Xbox 360. But yes, it needs to be freely available for people right now to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. It's kind of cool that those people are porting it to Saturn. How far along is that? I haven't checked back on that project. There's these people porting it to Saturn.
I would like to play it now too, you know.
Yeah. It would be cool to just be able to get it on the Switch. That's you. Man, I don't know. I'm like choking out.
It's okay. We only have one more left.
I am choking out. I sold my neo-geo collection for $6,000, but I could punch myself for doing that. Man, what were some of your favorite stuff on neo-geo? It seems like we like a lot of the same stuff. You like turbo stuff, neo-geo. I'm a big neo-geo. This corner here, this is a complete neo-geo CD set, Japanese set. I don't have any of the English release stuff, but I mean they're the same exact game. But this corner is my neo-geo CD set. And then I don't have that many. Those are my MVS games. I don't have that many. Those are the ones that I have in boxes. And then I have some loose ones down here. These are all my loose MVS games. And then I have like one AES game just because it's Fatal Fury 2 and I have every version of Fatal Fury 2. So I have an AES version, MVS version. Fatal Fury 2 is one of those games that was like really near and dear to my heart. So, Cyrus' favorite Neo Geo CD game is On the Green! I kind of dislike that game because it was so expensive. And I'm kind of upset that I had to spend so much. But it was like, I needed it to complete the collection, you know what I mean? And it was so expensive. I never in my life would have thought I spent freaking almost $500 on a freaking golf game, dude. I still think about it now. I'm like, man, am I an idiot? I might be an idiot. Colin says, by the way, you guys touched on it in a bit, but earlier when I was on TV and not in chat, I was curious about the history of Banpresto, one of the Super Robot Wars games on a Taiwanese cart. Oh, you had one of the Super Robot games on a Taiwanese cart. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, Banpresto, man. I guess, who was telling us? Was it Werewolf who said Banpresto went away in 2008? So, I don't know. I thought they were still around, but I guess not, maybe. Oh, no, and they were absorbed by Namco, apparently, it says here. To the internet. Defunct April 1, 2008, 17 years ago, dissolved into the video game operations that folded into Namco Bandai Games currently active is a brand for Bandai Spirits. So Bandai was like, come here, Ban Presto. Nom, 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 nom. That's kind of funny because they were actually direct competitors for a lot of properties, which is funny because Ban Presto would do like arcade stuff and Bandai would do the home stuff. So they were kind of like chomping at the bit for same licenses, right? So they'd be like chomping at the bit for Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball stuff, which is kind of crazy. 2008 dead. Yeah, they were, I guess they were absorbed. They were absorbed by Banco Namdai. Banco Namdai Games. Let's see here. The iPhone must have killed them, says Nightingale's song. It's possible. Sad, really, says Werewolf. It really is. It's super sad. But I guess they're still kind of around in a way. I don't know. I wonder how many Ban Presto people are still at Bandai right now. Namco Bandai. Bandai is going to absorb everything. Bandai is just going to eat the world. Who took over? Did Bandai take over Namco? I assume so, right? Because wasn't Bandai the bigger company? Or did they merge? They merged and then Bandai was like, nom nom nom. I'm guessing. I don't know. Megacorp's gone Megacorp, for reals. I want to completely redesign smartphone device, not what I've had since basically iPhone 4 or earlier. Though Samsung Fold 7 seems pretty cool. My friend loves it. Dude, this Samsung Fold is awesome. I might get the last gen one I'm thinking of doing. I might get one. I'm still using a slab. Samsung slab. We both have Samsungs. He's got a Note 10 something or another. And we quite like Samsung stuff. I might get an older Fold because the new Fold is so expensive. But I might get an older one. They're never mergers. One takes over the other. That's usually how it is, you know. That's how, you know, M&As usually work like that, unfortunately. Has anyone gone dumb phone, minimalist phone? Ooh, I couldn't go backwards, I don't think. I need to be able to have internet. Sometimes it's tempting with the amount of times I get distracted from a smartphone, though, and lose productivity over it. But I need access to, like, email all the time and stuff, so I don't think I could. You know, because if something important happens, I feel like I'm not going to be able to know. I actually did 2 years without a phone or a car, and it was great time for reading library books, but I don't know if I'd go back to it. Yeah, I don't think I could. Unfortunately, too much of my livelihood relies on me being on the internet. So, yeah, I don't think I can. But the idea sounds nice, though. Alright, let's see here. Last one, number 18, comes to us from Nerd Strategy. What arcade game do you wish would come to home console? Nerd Strategy says, there was this Lost World Jurassic Park rail shooter like Area 51 and House of the Dead. It would have been fun to play that on console. Plus, I never beat it because I didn't have the $40 in quarters I would need to. But beating it once in my lifetime would be fun, says Nerd Strategy. That was another Super Scalar one. The Lost World was the one that came right after the one we were talking about.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park Arcade. That was the very next one in that series. Yeah, that was a cool one. Both of those were really good. And then there was a new one, I think, that was like made by Raw Thrills, you know? Raw Thrills makes like all those newer arcade things. I don't know what that one's like at all. I think, does Raw Thrills make that Ghostbuster one? Probably not. I think Sweet Like Sugar mentioned it was someone else. But I don't know. Raw Thrills makes a bunch of those. I don't know who's actually developing the game. That's just the name you see on the cabinet, but who knows who's developing it. But anyhow, that was the last one. Ghostbusters plus Ice. Gotcha. Okay. Ice is the name of the developer? Because you know how like there's always like a developer behind it and then someone who publishes it. But anyhow, it's time for us to do our prize giveaway. Every time you guys answer the weekly question, we throw you into the wheel. If your name gets pulled from the wheel, you can either choose to get a charm off of sarumaru.com. There's plenty of acrylic charms or keychains, or you can choose a retro game from our retro game giveaway. We've been giving away stuff on this channel for SaruShow probably the last 6 years now. But anyhow, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and bring up the wheel of death. There it is. All right, there's our wheel. That is everyone who has answered this week. Next week, we are not doing SaruShow, so there's no question for next week. Next week, we're doing Video Game Show and Tell Live. And then the week after that, we will return to SaruShow and we will have a question. So next Saturday, we will pose the question for you guys to answer. But next Saturday, we're doing a discussion on the Legend of Zelda, Jesse's Legend of Zelda games. He's got a whole collection of Zelda stuff that we're going to show off, and we can talk about it next week. All right, you guys, we're going to go ahead and shuffle it a few times. These are all the people who entered. Let's go ahead and give it a go. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, there you go. Bob, Tito 803. Ruben. Ruben is the winner. Ruben. Tito 803, you're the winner. Ruben, ganaste. No sé si estás aquí todavía, pero ahí te aviso. By the way, did we mention to Gohan that he won last week?
No, we haven't.
Did someone mention it to him?
I'm not sure, but we should message him because you were talking to him, right?
No. He was in the Discord, but we should let him know.
Yeah.
Regged! Chee! Dice Ruben. Congratulations. Ruben. Innovative concept in entertainment ice. They've been around since 1982. Wow, I didn't know that. I win an amp. You win nalgadas. Una nalgada. A cada nalga. Congrats. Thank you for playing. Thank you for playing. Congratulations. Huh?
The game giveaway. I'm gonna do Ruben, and then I'm gonna send it to
Gohan.
To Gohan.
Okay. Cool. All right, you guys. That's it for SaruShow this week. You guys, thank you for tuning in. Remember, next week, same time, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But next week's gonna be SaruShow. I'm sorry. Next week is gonna be VGST. Sorry, Video Game Show and Tell Live, where we're gonna go through the Zelda collection. And it'll be cool. So show up next week. We do Gachapon giveaways. We do a thing called Name That Tune, where people have to guess what the music is. Though we didn't do one last time. We forgot.
What?
Name That Tune. We forgot to do Name That Tune last time. So if we remember, we will do Name That Tune next week. Sometimes we just forget.
We'll do Name That Tune of just Zelda stuff.
Sometimes Famicom says no. You're not Mark. Yeah, that's what Mark with a C says. He always comes in here and says no. Legit gonna watch cable news now. I'm a disaster, says Nightingale. Though it's just repeats at this time. I know, everything like... News is like just all doom and gloom, I feel like, now. You can't watch the news without being all doom and gloom.
Depressed.
Made it through a whole stream for once, says Clawlin. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hopefully we'll see you on Twitch this Monday. Monday is Twitch. Local news is the worst one, says Clawlin. Makes you scared to go outside. I know. I feel like so much journalism is just fear-mongering, right? Journalism. I only say no when they are leaving, says Famicom.
Yeah.
I know. Mark says no as soon as he comes in. He says
Mark
no.
with the C.
Mark with a C. Not to be confused. Not to be confused with Mark Delius Dell.
The Ghost Chaser.
The Ghost Chaser on Twitch is Mark Dell, which makes sense. All right, you guys, we're going to go ahead and take off. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to answer the question. Without you guys, there's no Saru. So thank you very much for taking the time to answer. If you haven't hit the like button, now's your chance to hit that like button. It does help us out. We are a small-time channel, so little things like that do help us get some amplification on YouTube. I would really appreciate it, you guys. All right, you guys, thanks everyone for stopping in here. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.